Good morning, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We are here on YouTube Live. Thank y'all for being here. Some of y'all are coming over here from TikTok. How y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry it took me so long. I had to go do something. But hold on, it is why is the screen looking like this? Ew. Girl, the screen is not screening. Hold on. A little wipe. There. Okay. Just, how are y'all? All right. So, what are we talking about? Y'all get in, get the like button. Appreciate y'all. Get the like button. So, we're going to be talking about he should worship you. Oh my gosh. He should worship you. He should worship you. All right. If y'all don't enter into relationships thinking this, you're already failing. If you don't enter into every date, every relationship, every room with men in it with this mindset, you already failed. You done failed. He should worship you. In order to have this type of mentality, you have to have high self esteem, know your value, and have high standards. If you don't feel this way when you walk into any room where there's men, or if you're trying to date, or if there's a relationship happening, you failed. You failed. So stop, pause, ask yourself right now, do you expect men to worship you? Do you expect it? If not, you got some self work to do. You got some self work to do. If you don't feel this automatically when men are in your presence, you got work to do. You're brainwashed. Something wrong with your mind. Okay? Sorry to tell you. But I'm here to wake y'all up and actually help you find your self worth and get this money. Okay? And if you already got money, at least find your self worth. Okay? You can always get some more money. But if you don't walk into the room, if you don't feel like this in relationships or dating phase, you're starting from the wrong place. Okay? If you're scared, nervous, feel guilty, don't know your self worth, don't know how to walk in like a main character, you're too nice. You're never going to expect to be worshiped. So it's never going to happen for you. Okay. When you walk in like a goddess, and the goddess you are with high standards, self worth, value, and the audacity, men will worship you. Period. But you got to have the mindset first. Otherwise, people are going to clock you from a mile away. Low self esteem, pick Misha, dummy, too nice, Barbara the Builder. That's what they're going to be pointing at you, labeling you at. If you don't walk in there like a goddess from day one to be worshipped, you're. So if you don't have this mentality, you shouldn't even be dating. If you don't have this mentality, you shouldn't even be dealing with men yet until you get this mentality. Why? Because if you enter into any dating situation, any relationship, whatever, without this, you're doomed. Do you understand? You're doomed. Because if you don't put yourself in a position to be worshiped, and you expect a man to put you on a pedestal and you haven't put yourself there yet, you dumb. Okay? What if he isn't a gentleman but will provide? Then go find a gentleman and take his money too. Have a roster both. All right. All right. Get your tithes and offerings. As a goddess, as a woman who men should worship, you need your tithes and offerings. You need your money. You need him to contribute. You need him to invest. Okay? You only date providers only. That's it. Nothing else is going to waste your time. If you want to be put on a pedestal, you got to walk in like you belong on a pedestal. You got to have the attitude, the mindset, the mentality. Don't come in there a victim. Don't come in there as a trauma dumper. Don't come in there as somebody that is controlled by their emotions. Come in there as a goddess and stand on a pedestal. That's how you're going to get treatment. Starting a job, don't have no money, planning to meet someone, still wealthy clients. Good for you, ma'am. Get your money up. Get your money. You'll find something. If you don't have a job, make a job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's people online taking pictures of their feet, getting paid more than some of y'all with 5 degrees. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so where were we? You said who comes first? The chicken or the egg? Well, without no chicken, there ain't no egg. There you go. The egg is in the chicken. How about that? They came at the same time. When you born, you got some eggs. Ain't that right? It's a paradox, and the paradox has been solved. They came at the same time. The chicken and the egg, it came at the same time because the egg be inside the chicken. I solved that problem real quick, didn't I? Why? Because I have common sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So who comes first? They came at the same time. Chicken and the egg. He said, "You're not hungry." Okay. We got it all, baby. We have it all. Yes. You said who comes last? I don't know which one came out of which one. All right. What kind of question is that exactly? So if you got to be worshipped. Now, if you're a man, some of y'all are like, huh? Look, if you're a man, you know where you come from. Don't act like you don't know where you come from, because that's where you always be trying to get back into the void. Either, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a circle, the circle of life, where you came from, where you're trying to get back to. The darkness. There you go. So therefore, you said men are using Aunt Ethel the most. Well, you are, at least you know about her and you can clock her, baby. Now, see, y'all don't want to pay for them. But when a man wants you, they know they got to come up off that wallet. So it doesn't even matter if they believe you or not. If they like you, they're going to pretend to believe you anyway and just give you the money. And be happy that you took the time and effort and energy to come up with a good old Aunt Ethel story for their entertainment purposes. Do you understand? Some of them guys know y'all be lying. They don't care. They like you anyway. They're just going to give you the money and be like, that was a good story. I'd have to use that one in the future, you know? Okay. So, be creative out there. And when you put yourself on a pedestal to be worshipped by a man, worshipers will come. Not men who want princess treatment, not men who think that they're the prize. But when you already walk as a goddess, put yourself on a pedestal, you're only going to attract worshipers. Listen to what I'm telling you. When you walk around like a victim, like a Pygmisha, and like a Barbara the Builder, what do you think you're going to attract? Do you understand? Because think about this. When you go somewhere, when you go to the store and you have something in mind and it stands out to you, whatever it is that you're going to buy, like you make a list, or you have something in mind that you're looking for, like if you go antiquing or thrifting or something like that, or you go clothes shopping, you say, I need a pink shirt. You go to the shop, all you're going to look for is pink shirts, pink shirts, pink shirts. You go thrifting, you saying, okay, I need some silver. All the silver is going to start popping out to your eye. Why? Because that's what you're on the frequency of looking for. Now, when you walk in as a goddess and there's a man who's looking for a goddess, you're going to stand out to him. You're going to stand out above the pygmishas. You're going to stand out above the Barbara the Builders. You're going to stand out above the victims because they're going to see you as a goddess and they're looking for somebody to worship. So if they're not there to worship you, they're probably not likely going to approach you, or they're going to get dismissed quick. So you need to represent and you need to treat yourself how you want to be treated and by what you want to attract, because people are out there looking for their goddess, not no victim, not no pygmisha. So stand on your pedestal and demand to be worshipped. Hi Shira, so much I'm planning to get a dream car. Okay. You live in a city where our people don't care much about trueless? Girl, I don't even know what this means. You misspelled everything. Just get their money, girl. Okay, start your building fund. Get your cash out, get your PayPal, your Venmo links, and link them everywhere. See what happens. All right. You mean rules? They don't care about rules? What do you mean rules? What kind of rules? Like driving laws? I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Just get their money, ma'am, and buy what you want. Tell them it's for Aunt Ethel. But good luck getting your dream car, ma'am. Okay, you live together, gets mad. I don't want to sleep with him. Then you know what? Say this ain't free, even though I live with you. Sprinkle. Let them know. This ain't my body, my choice, baby. Just because I live with you don't mean you're going to get some every night, fool. You need to tell them. Simple as that. Excuse me, sir. Just because I live here don't mean you have free access to my body, fool. Tell them. Open your mouth. Goodness. Y'all act like y'all can't talk. What if he isn't a gentleman? I already said this. I already talked about this, ma'am. Who cares? Get his money and get somebody else too. Have 2, have 3, have 4. Have 4, have 3, have 2. One man can't do it all, obviously. All right. So just because you live with some grown, able-bodied man who's going to be paying rent, whether you're there or not, don't mean he get free access to you, darling. Okay? You need to tell him that. Tell him if he want it, he got to earn it. Period. Where's the flowers? Where's my gift cards? Where's my all-day foreplay? Where's the effort? Where's the cooked meal when I get home? Where's the worship? Okay? You want to go back to where you came from? Then you need to act like you know who I am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? You know what? The funny thing is, let me see. I already answered all of y'all's questions. Y'all need to pay attention. Okay. So, yes. You need to act like who you are, not who they want you to be or expect you to be, but who you are. You need to train them. Now, if they met you as a pygmisha, if they met you as a doormat, that's what they're going to expect you to stay. Do you understand? So if y'all are just finding my videos and you're a doormat and a pygmisha and a Barbara the Builder, you have to change yourself. And maybe you might have to change your man because that's how they met you. That's what they wanted. That's what they chose. And now if you start choosing yourself and starting to improve on yourself, you might have to switch men. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because some of y'all trying to keep the same type of man that you attracted as a pygmisha, and he don't want somebody that's not a pygmisha. He don't want somebody that expects more of him. He wanted what you were. If you're changing, you got to change the man sometimes. And sometimes if he likes you a lot, he might change for you. But most likely, he might not. So y'all got to understand that. So if you want a man to worship you, you got to worship yourself and be self-obsessed first and foremost. Can't be no overly nice pick me Barbara the Builder stupid chick. You got to walk in your power as a goddess and know who you are. If you over there sitting over there, ain't nobody gonna treat you like no goddess, because that's not no goddess behavior. Do you understand? So if you want to be worshipped, do you ever notice that the powerful women who get everything from their man are beautiful? And they have this arrogance, goddessness about them? That is called main character energy. And you need to get some. Okay? They know where their power is. They know what their power is over men, and they use it. And if you don't know and you're trying to play fair in an unfair world, then I'm sorry for you. You need to figure this out before it's too late. Okay? Because some of y'all want these men to do all this stuff and and y'all don't act like the type of woman they're gonna do it for. Top 3 things to do on a first date. Don't ask me no top 3 crap stuff. Look, I don't like when y'all ask me questions like top 3, top 5. No. Shut your mouth on a date. Don't talk too much. Talk about what you want, what you're saving up for. Okay? Tell him this is a nice restaurant. I'm impressed. That way he'll want to outdo himself. This is a very nice restaurant. I'm impressed. So glad I met someone like you that likes to impress women. They'd start telling them how to impress you. By the way, yes, I've been wanting to go on vacation. I've been saving up for this, and that. Tell him how to impress you. Ain't no top 3, top 5, nothing. It's be quiet. Don't tell him too much. Focus on what you want and make sure he knows how to impress you. That's literally it. Everything else is crap. You don't need to know nothing else. Everything else is crap. It's filler information that doesn't matter. What matters is how he can get you your money and how he can worship you. Do you understand? Everything else will fall in place later. But first, you need to teach him about your pedestal and what tithes and offerings you deserve and want from him. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't start telling him the stuff that don't matter, that you don't care about and don't want to see. Tell him what you want to see, what you want him to be doing, blah, blah, blah. So that's fresh in his mind. He knows how to impress you, and that's that. We're not trying to impress them. Remember this. If y'all get on dates and start trying to act stupid and trying to impress these men, something wrong with y'all. Okay? They're supposed to be trying to impress you. If they're not trying to impress you and you're doing all the impressing, you're the pygmisha. They're the prize. Whoever is trying to impress the other person, that's where the power dynamic lies. So they need to be continuously trying to impress you. If not, and you're trying to tell them all this stupid stuff that they don't even care about or matter and try to impress them, no. On first dates, they are there to plead their case of worthiness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? This is how you get them to start worshiping you. You automatically come in as a goddess. And they are there to plead their case, to impress you, to offer you tithes and offerings. You put yourself on that pedestal. You don't come in there like a dumb trauma dumping victim with ADHD, talking too much, telling too much, spewing your life out as an autobiography. You don't come in there like that, baby. You come in there talking about what you like, what you want to see, what you're doing, what you're saving up for, and how he can impress you. Done. Okay? If y'all can't stay on track, make a list. Write it on your hand. I don't care. That's what y'all need to come in there like. Because some of y'all are coming in there doing too much, talking too much, diarrhea of the mouth. Talking about your dang career that nobody care about, girl. Exactly. Your ex, your career, your kids, da-da-da, stuff that nobody cares about. Those are things you talk about with your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your family members who actually care about those things or pretend to care. Okay? That's what you talk about. You don't talk about that crap to people that are try to impress you and worship you. They don't care about that. You're already a woman. Good enough. You already look good. Stop trying to impress people with all that crap. They're not impressed. You said, what if I word vomit when I'm nervous? Then start lying. And word vomit the stuff you want. Word vomit the stuff you're saving up for. Word vomit the places you want to visit. Shut your mouth about other stuff that nobody cares about, because all they're going to be doing if you're talking about stuff that doesn't matter is waiting for you to shut up anyway. Okay? I'm just helping. I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm just trying to help y'all out. You can ask any man and they'll tell you it's true. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody cares about your crap. Sorry, except maybe your family or your friends, maybe. But men don't care about that crap, girl. Shh. Why do you think they invented that tolling app? Some men got sick and tired of being sick and tired of hearing y'all's word vomit and mouth diarrhea, and they came up with tolling. That little alien robot thing, AI thing that you feel problems and issues to and connect emotionally with. That thing. Ask the 62-year-old provider for monthly. I get 1K right now. He said it's too much. Girl, girl, you know he about to be on AAR. No, he's already on AARP and about to be on a fixed income. He paid 22K car bill off. Okay, that's good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tax write-off. All right, girl, you have a win. You got the car done. All right, good for you. You need 2 of them if he can only do 1K a month. He did all he could do, girl. He probably emptied out that half of his savings on you. Perhaps you need to get another one in your back pocket since he can't do more than 1K a month. I think some guys only do 1K a month, so you're guaranteed to come back the next month. And don't, that's why you always need double what you need. So you should have said, 4K or 3K. He might have given you more. But honestly, keep them in your back pocket. Keep them as one on the roster. Add another one if you need some more money, okay? Or open you a little business. I don't know. Sure, you're a blessing. I wish I knew this years ago when I thought when you wasn't a pygmisha. You're detoxing and weak spirit. You're open to other. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, yeah. Let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter. A lot of the stuff that y'all put yourselves in a box over mean absolutely nothing in the long run, in the grand scheme of things. The things that y'all say, well, I can't do that, and I can't do this, and I can't date this person, and I just got to feel this, and they got to be this. None of that stuff is going to matter in 20 years from now. None of that stuff is going to matter in 10 years from now. Okay? None of it. Because who you end up with, who you spending your life with, who's worshiping you or tormenting you, that's your option, baby. Who's going to worship you or who's going to torment you? That's what you need to understand. You're going to be a goddess or are you going to be somebody else that's being tortured? Because that's literally what happens. I've been scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, and all these women are making videos about how terrible it is to be in their relationships with these narcissistic and avoidant. And that's because y'all didn't make nobody work. Y'all was worshiping them. So you got an option. You're going to be tortured or you're going to be worshipped. There ain't no in between. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You going to be made or you going to be the queen or the goddess? Which one you trying to be? Okay? Ain't no in between. Promise you that. There is no in between. It's a power struggle. Now, if you're the goddess of the relationship and you're worshipped, that means that man likes you 10 times more. If you're the maid and the cook and the SW of the relationship, that's why you're suffering and you're miserable. Or which one are you? Are you getting tithes and offerings as a goddess on a pedestal? Or are you getting dirty socks, cooking requests, and taps on the shoulder at 3 o'clock in the morning to roll over on the mattress? Which one you get? Okay? Which one you get? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he worships you, he's wealthy, but have a drug problem. Girl, everybody got a vice. Hopefully he ain't taking that stuff with him in the car. I don't know. Like, put him in rehab, girl. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So you got an option. Which one you gonna be? Pygmisha or goddess? You got to choose. And the moment you walk into a room, you're representing either a pygmisha or a goddess. You either have high standards or low standards. Which one is it? You're the main character or the side character. Thank you. You said trauma dumping victim. Yeah, girl, don't be that. You know what? Even as a friend, don't be trauma dumping on your friends either. Save that stuff for Tolan or ChatGPT or somebody who cares. That's not a real person. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or your therapist. Okay. Will I put the supplements? Girl, I keep forgetting. How did I forget? Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting. I'll make like one of those like pictures, where you like post all the pictures of the products and you click and there's links to it. I'll make one of those and I'll post it on my posting if I remember. I'm doing too much stuff right now and I just can't remember to do that. I told y'all what to take. I told y'all. Collagen, vegan collagen, sea moss. Y'all can get my stuff too that I sell, which I also use, which is my elixirs, which I've been using for over a decade. Okay. It's my Etsy store. It's full of natural minerals that increase everything about you. Your aura, your mentality, your confidence. It helps you squash bad habits. It gives you more focus. Y'all need what I got, baby. Y'all need this. Y'all need these elixirs, baby. It's linked at the top. Let me see what I got. What do I got it here? Let me see if I linked it here. All the way up. It's my Etsy store. Yeah, it's the second link. See if I can copy it. Yeah, here it is. It's the second link, and it's also in my description bar. Let me go ahead and get it for y'all because I know y'all slow and don't want to click off and now to click back on. So let me go ahead and get it here. Copy, paste. There's a long way up them comments. It'll take forever. So I don't want to. All right, here we go. Y'all need to get my elixirs and start with phase 1. You take one phase at a time. Yes, ma'am. You take one phase at a time. Start with phase 1, Ashura's Golden Elixir. And this is going to increase your thought activity, also your muscle activity. So if you work out, this is perfect for you. It's also going to increase your aura and how you think and how you feel about yourself and your confidence. And it's going to help you drop bad habits. Also, you need to replace them with good habits. It's also going to increase your energy. What you're going to do is you're going to take one full dropper a day, half a dropper in the morning, which is about 10 little drops, and then half in the afternoon, not the evening, but the afternoon, because this will give you energy. Okay. You take those, read the reviews on Etsy, read the descriptions of each product. If you order more than one at a time, you can get a $10 discount. Just use my code GET10 when you place your order. Okay, make sure before you put anything in that cart, make sure your Etsy address is up to date. And don't forget your apartment number, because some of y'all over there are forgetting to put stuff in there and it's getting shipped elsewhere or sent back. And then it takes you longer to get it. So before you put anything in that little Etsy cart, update your information and make sure it's saved. Log back in and log out and make sure it's there. Because I don't want to get... by the time I get your, oh my gosh, the address, it might be too late because I have a dropship company. Okay? So y'all better get it together. And look, don't feel bad if you did it. I've done it too. That's why I know it's a hassle. Okay. I've done that too, girl. I was somewhere walking around looking for my packages. I don't want that to happen to y'all. So make sure you fix that address on that Etsy store, darling. So when y'all order, y'all gonna see the difference. Read the 5-star reviews on my Etsy shop. All right. It's not a detox, baby. It's an increase of aura, literally. You want to get on that level? Get it. You'll see. Journey, darling. There should be like 11 total phases. You can order 1 or 2 at a time. A full 1 ounce bottle should last you about a month. Right before you're about to be done with it, order the next one or order 2 at the same time. Save $10. Use my code GET10. Either way, baby, you got to get it. So many people are taking it already, and they're leaving wonderful reviews. A lot of people are losing weight on phase 1 and 2. A lot of people are quitting habits, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, having increased energy. You know, these are natural minerals that used to be in our drinking water and in our oxygen. But as the environment got worse and people started drinking out of, pipes and chlorinated water, we lost a lot of the minerals that come in lakes and streams, such as gold, platinum, iridium, and like copper and all that kind of stuff, which amplifies the electricity and the electromagnetic aura about your body, connecting neurons and dots in your brains past 1, 2, 3, but going to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is why y'all call me the comeback queen. I'm quick with it because I have that liquid gold like Beyonce and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than gold. It's other stuff that's found in nature that y'all don't get when y'all eating these processed foods and all that kind of stuff. You understand? So y'all need to get it and go ahead and take it and let me know when y'all do the review how it felt. Okay. Now each phase is going to be different. Each phase is going to be a different concentration, a different taste. Like some phases will look like this. Some phases will be in darker bottles because they're different alchemies. Okay. Some phases will be more watery. Some phases will be more salty because they're different things, different amounts of elements. And that's why they go in phases, because after each phase is complete, it's like you're building it. Okay. So that's what y'all need to get. Yes, there's some that have copper in it. And I also have the Vita Elixirs. The Vita Elixirs are not the phases. The Vita Elixirs are like you can get copper, gold, platinum, silver, blah, blah, blah. Those are the Vita Elixirs. You can take those daily. And if you don't want to get on the phases, those will help you increase a lot of stuff too. But if you want to get on the phases, these are alchemy of different things mixed together that is created to do what the description says on each phase and get you to the next level. Aurically, mentally, spiritually, physically. Okay. All of the above. It works in all directions, baby. He says, yes, we are electrical beings. That's right. It works off your body's electricity, which is what we are lacking. We are in low frequency. You want to get the frequency up? Get them elixirs, baby. And you will be a magnet. You know what I mean? Okay. And you'll be able to manifest easier and manifest what you're trying to get faster because your electrical magnetic field is going to be on a higher level. And you're going to know how to get it, and ideas are just going to come to you. Your dreams are going to increase more vividly. Yes, ma'am. Y'all better get them. I've been having this shop for like over 10 years. It's a 5-star Etsy shop. And if y'all are familiar with my other channel, y'all already know. All right. Sprinkle. So y'all need to go ahead and pick it up. Make sure your address is correct before you put anything in that Etsy cart, because y'all don't want to be waiting forever for it to be delivered. Because I use a drop ship company. By the time you write me crying in the direct message talking about I put the wrong address, it might be too late, or it might be sent out. So you better make sure that address is correct. Log in, log back out, make sure that address is up to date, and then place your order. I only ship in the US because the customs is too complicated. Okay. I don't have no sheet to tell y'all this. If y'all try to order it some other type of way, just get somebody else to send it to you. Have them order it and have them send it to you. Don't tell them what it is. I don't know. Customs is crazy when it comes to liquids. So That's why I stopped shipping out of the country, because it's too, I used to, but it's too complicated and it gets stuck in customs too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is there any bad side effects? No, there's no side effects at all. It's all natural, darling. The only side effect you're going to have is having a better, more electrical aura and good manifestation. Okay. I told y'all I wrote most of my books while taking the phases, darling. I started for 3 businesses. I wrote 8 books. Girl, on phase 2, you're gonna need a project when you get to phase 2. When you get to phase 2, if you don't have a project, you're gonna be like trying to use that energy somewhere else, like on the mattress. So you better have a project. You better be working out. You better be doing something that takes up energy, because phase 2, gonna have to roll around on that mattress, but you need to express that energy on a project. You better unleash that on something else, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And men, y'all better not get nobody pregnant on phase 2. I'm telling you, sprinkle, sprinkle. It works for guys too. It's not just for women. It's not for women. It's for humans. I mean, they giving it to them pets too. Pets be communicating like Dr. Doolittle. You're a custom broker. Okay, how you doing? You can help me with what? With that, if you like. What you can help me with, girl? A custom broker. Okay, I don't know. What do I need a broker for, baby? Investing? Okay, well, thank you. I can't tell you what to take when you're pregnant or not, girl. I'm not no doctor. I can't say that legally. I don't know, but some people said that they have taken it pregnant, and some people said that they give it to their dogs and cats and kids. So you know what? Whatever you choose to do with your body, it's up to you. I'm not a doctor. I can't instruct you. Legally, I have to tell you to consult your physician. Yeah, okay. It's all natural stuff, though. Hi, Shira. Thank you for all that you do for us. You missed my super chat. Okay, let me see. Thank you, ma'am. Let me go back. You just ordered yours and was wondering if it's okay to be taken with any supplements, like vitamins and stuff. Yeah, girl, you can take them with vitamins and stuff, whatever. I wouldn't recommend taking it with alcohol or any type of drugs, like, but like vitamins and regular supplements are fine to take with it, yes. You said you missed my super chat and you being ghetto. Okay, hold on. Girl, somebody said they were being ghetto. Thank you, Vanessa. Okay, let's see. Okay, he got mad because he thinks I have other options. I do. And said, you can have that person give you money and take you shopping. He sent about 8K since February. Then send him an unblock fee and block him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're a trauma dumping victim. So much accidents on the girl. I don't watch the news, baby. Don't ask me about the news. I don't watch it. It's all fake. Fake news. I always say stuff is fake news. If it's on the news, it's fake. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless it's the weather and it's happening, I don't believe it. Unless I've seen it with my own eyes, unless it's in my area, I'm not concerned. All right. If it's not in my world, if it's not in my bubble, I'm not giving it any energy, darling. If it's not in my bubble, I'm not giving it any energy or concern. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Keep your frequency high, baby. That's how you attract more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, if you are playing the stock market and you're going to predict people's spending habits based on fake news, then you can pay attention to the news. I mean, if I have money involved, I'm going to be paying attention, but I have no money involved right now. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all going to learn one day. Okay, here we go. Phase 1 and 2, you can get at the same time. That should get the full ounce. It should last about 2 months with 1 and 2. Phase 1, you take for 1 month. Then when that's over, start phase 2. I have divided it up into half ounces or 1 ounce, whichever one you can afford. You can buy it once and it'll last you a month, or you can buy it half and then the other half before the month is over. I did it so that y'all could afford it, because a lot of people, they have, their own budget and they only normally do 1 ounces. But I asked them to split it into half ounces for those who, maybe are students or, try to save money and stuff like that and can't afford the whole price at the same time. So they'll go ahead and get the elixirs. They're budget friendly for anybody. If you just want to try, do the half ounce first. If you like it, order the other half ounce. If you're just confident that you will like it, get the full ounce. Yeah. Someone says, how do you stop smoking? Phase 1 will definitely help you quit bad habits. It'll help you get out of your own way. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. It's going to give you energy, make you feel naturally what you feel when you inhale, whatever it is you're inhaling. It's going to give that to you naturally, ma'am. You won't need to do all that extra stuff. You're going to make the life that you want and not have to escape from, All right. It's going to help a lot of stuff. You're going to see. Just go do it. Read the reviews and all that. Read the descriptions. All right. Let's move on. Y'all know where to get it. There it is. Links are in the description, and I'm linking it here. If you order more than one, use code GET10. All right. Ding. How you doing? Okay. You said which one helps with marriage, girl? Let me tell y'all something about marriage. Are you in a marriage or are you looking for marriage? So let me tell y'all something about marriage. If it's not beneficial for you, you shouldn't be looking for it. You need to be looking for a man that worships you first and foremost before you think about marriage. Okay. That's number one, baby. Stop putting the horse ahead of the cart, or the cart ahead of the horse. Excuse me. You need to be finding a man that worships you. You need to be finding a man who's good enough to be a husband, not just any husband, girl. All right. So if you're already married, my elixirs will definitely help you, especially phase 2. Phase 2, you're gonna be trying to roll around on that mattress too much. You might get you a new car. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I would not advise young marriage under the age of 25. All right. You under 25, don't get married. Go have fun with your life. Do something. You see what they do to women? They're like, as soon as you're of age to bear children, as soon as you get out of high school, dang near a couple of years of college, you're supposed to jump right into another construct. Where's your freedom, baby? You've been going to school. You've been in your mama's house. It's time to be free. Why are you going to jump right into a marriage? If you don't even have like 2, 3, 4 years of freedom in your 20s, you're going to miss out. You're going to be looking for it when you get old. Okay? So go have fun before you settle down. Would you ever go on tour, girl? Would I ever go on tour? You think people would line up to see me and pay? Yeah, girl, I might. You never know what the future holds, baby. Not no time soon, though. I got to move and get into my new house and furnish it and get all comfortable and get in my pool and enjoy this life. I got to get comfortable first. And then when I'm good and comfortable, and I'm like, oh, what else is there to do? My kids are grown. I got my house, swimming all day. Now what? Then maybe I'll go on tour. When I get good and ready, sprinkle, sprinkle. What happened to your beauty channel? It's still there. I just don't post on it because I'm beautiful everywhere. Not just that channel. On that channel, I focused more on like makeup, getting ready with me, hair, wigs, da da da. But now like, they got TikTok for that now, girl. All right. How you doing? Your man worships and adores you. Good for you. He calls me his goddess and wants to retire me. He's picking up a second job so he can make an additional 10 to 20K a month. I know that's right, man. Wonderful. Have him continue. You said they would pay to go on tour and talk from a throne. I would never talk from a throne, honestly. I know it seems like I would, but for me, I'm a goddess. Queen. I'm above a throne. So I don't need one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'd be more than happy to make an appearance in an ethereal atmosphere, background, or whatever. Yeah. Perhaps a cloud seat. There you go. What? Rage bait don't work here, baby? Oh, you got a Dusty in here trying to rage bait? They will do anything, but what, y'all? A Dusty will do anything except for get some money. Yeah, we already know. Anything, girl. And just any, many, money, anything except for get money. So nothing surprises us anymore, Dust. We know you gonna do anything and everything except for what? Get some money. So um, you know, do your thing, waste your energy, give it to me, I'll take it. The algorithm up, don't mind me. Cause guess what? I'm doing something you can't and won't do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, so we pay Dust no mind, girl. Dust is just Dust. Let him be Dust, girl. But he should worship you, ladies. Get a man that worships you. Anything less, you're gonna regret later on. I promise you. If that man don't worship you, if you ain't never been in a relationship where you have been worshipped, you're missing out. Even Dusties have been worshipped by Pygmishas. So you telling me, ladies, that you gonna let a Dusty have a better life experience than you would because you got low self-esteem, no standards, and don't value yourself? Come on. He's 61, I'm 39, you going to lunch, then shopping at ALO because it's the only store near the lunch spot. How should I make him spend? He has money. I don't even know what ALO is, but hopefully they got some shoes or some clothes, and you just make a couple of outfits and tell them that you're going to wear them on your next date. All right? Start making plans. Okay, at the dinner, this is what you do. Lunch, start making plans on where you want to go. Like, oh my gosh, there's this really nice restaurant by the marina. It's so beautiful. You can see the water. Then start telling them about another place you want to go to with a different scenery. Like, oh my gosh, there's this really nice jazz club. And like, just name like about 3 or 4 places where you need different types of outfits. Then when you get to the store and you see, you said athleisure. Girl, I don't know nothing about no athleisure. Look, disappointment sets in. Why you can't go somewhere else, girl? All right, since that's the only store nearby, tell them how you just started to work out, but you need some workout clothes. Oh my gosh, I just started to work out. I've been like, losing a little bit of weight, and now all my workout clothes are too big. There you go. I was going to get you some real stuff. But anyway, that'll work for the other ladies who have lunches in better shopping centers with more, stores. This is why you need to choose the place next time so you know what shopping center to choose lunch next to, darling. All right. Someone said get receipts and take them back. All right. Yeah, I think you should have tried a different shopping center, but hey, get what you can, girl. He could be trying to tell you something if he's not taking her there. She's just gonna go there. He's taking her to lunch in a shopping center near there. Yeah. hmm Next time, go somewhere else where there's better stores. Okay, wonderful. Um, there are lots of really in Houston and Katy and Dallas and I don't know, like different big cities, Austin. There are very nice shopping centers with lunch places where you can get high quality, shopping done. Okay, so y'all need to look those up. I'm in Texas, so I don't know about other states, but y'all need to look up those places and suggest places over there. All right. Why do you promote cheating? Why can't you just find someone else? I don't promote anything. Men promote cheating, darling. I promote getting their money when you find out because if all men cheat, the next dude you go to, he gonna cheat too. So how many times you gonna move around? I promote doing what's best for you financially. I also promote doing what you feel like doing, and if you want to, you should be able to. See, I'm not part of the patriarchy. I'm part of the use your own brain. I'm part of the why play fair in a fair world. I'm not brainwashed. I'm not one of those brainwashed women who are worse than the patriarchy because they equate discipline and submission with purpose. I don't do that. That ain't my purpose. My purpose is to get my money, stack it, and be worshiped. I make my own purpose. When y'all come in here asking me, how do I find my purpose sometimes? Make it. I made mine. You made yours. Oh, no, excuse me. You accepted yours. You accepted the purpose that was put upon you by patriarchy. I made mine. So make yours and stop asking me dumb questions. Okay. I don't promote cheating. I promote doing what you want. And if you want to cheat, go ahead. Because a man sure will. And he ain't in here asking dumb questions like that. Okay. All right. Your boyfriend of 2 months yesterday disappeared all day just to text in the morning. Oh no, I wonder what he's doing. When I called, he was drunk. I'm so mad. I don't get a gift for our anniversary, which was yesterday. What to do now? Okay, first of all, stop claiming that man as your boyfriend because I know he ain't paid no bills. That's number one. Number two, if he disappeared right around the time of your anniversary, he ain't claiming you neither. Number three, if he drunk and called you, he did it on purpose. Why? Because he don't like you. All right? That's it. What to do now? Call another one. Go start dating somebody else. That's not your boyfriend. And you shouldn't be claiming that man who ain't paying no bills. Stop giving these men titles that they don't deserve. They're supposed to be worshiping you, not stressing you out, baby. You over there chasing behind a man, worried about a man on your 2 month anniversary with a man that's not even paying bills. I don't think so. Next. Kick him to the curb. All right? You treat him like he the prize, and you're supposed to be the one that's being worshipped. This is how I know women are male centered, because you should have been out having your best life, your best time, talking to other people, doing what you want. And you shouldn't be claiming that man as your boyfriend if he not doing nothing for you financially. Someone said 2 month anniversary. I know you young because don't nobody celebrate month anniversaries except for young people. So if y'all are still in high school or college, girl, you should have a roster. You should have a bunch of men dating, not sleeping with, but having fun, going out to eat, going to concerts, whatever. You should be having the best time of your life if you're that young. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, yeah, it's a blessing in disguise. Exactly, girl. You just entered into your stage of understanding men. They don't care. They don't care. They will be in a relationship with you and not even like you. They will want free access to you, and then when it's time to do whatever you want them to do, they're gonna disappear on you. Why? Because they don't care about you. If you like them more than they like you, they understand that and they know you ain't going nowhere. So they can act the fool if they want to. Because as soon as they come back, you're gonna be like, "What happened?" And they're gonna be like, "Well," they're gonna give you some excuse, and you're gonna take them back for free, and they still ain't gonna give you nothing. Okay? Because if I were a man and I saw somebody just as weak and vulnerable and desperate, I would definitely take advantage of them too. You know why? Because it's too easy. All right? And if I can get everything I want out of somebody and do whatever I want and be treated like the prize, I mean, why wouldn't you? That's just dumb if you don't. Y'all set yourselves up sometimes. That's why I come here to tell y'all. Y'all better act like a goddess, or you gonna get treated like a victim, a maid, a second thought. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all better be the prize in y'all relationships. Mm-hmm. You're 20. You're 70 years old. And you're honestly ready to enter your 20s. Well, good girl. Use them. Use them couple of years to level up. Okay. Work on yourself. Work on your mentality. That's what you're gonna need the most. You need to see yourself as a god before you enter your 20s. That way you enter it correct and no dust. Mm-hmm. Thank you. How you want to be submissive? How do I use this in my favor for him to be a full bro? Tell him to pay your bills. Give him all your debt. Tell him by the end of tomorrow. No, by the end of the week, I want my car title. You better bring it, because he like to be dominated. And buy him a collar and a leash and drag him around. Thank you, Shira. Also, Olo is a luxury athletic store. I mentioned I shop there a lot. How should I suggest other shopping trips when I see him next time? Maybe for dinner. Why would you tell him that you shop at an athletic store a lot? I don't understand that. But okay, let me see what you're asking. How should I suggest? Okay, you should have suggested that first. Just say do the same thing you already did, but name a store. And dinner, all the shops are going to be closed unless you go to early dinner. Lunch again. Lunch again. Or breakfast. Because if you're trying to go shopping at opera and what else you talking about, there ain't no stores open at that time. If you want to go to the opera, that's a little, honestly, if that man don't even like opera, he's going to be bored out of his mind. When you're first starting to date, what you want is men to feel like their life is more exciting with you, not boring or fake. You know what I mean? So you need to do stuff that's memorable, fun, and exciting, not no boring opera. I know sometimes, like if they like opera, yes. If they don't, they're just gonna feel like you're trying to train them and do some bougie stuff, and it's not even gonna be fun. You're gonna be sitting there listening to, and he's gonna be like, You know what I'm saying? This is not what I imagine when I imagine dating a woman. You know what I'm saying? So do that for like something special. You save those things for special occasions. What you need to be doing is doing fun stuff that whenever he thinks about it, he gets all excited and wants to call you up and do more. Okay? No movies either. Keep it interesting. I'd rather like do like live music, concert, um, wine tastings, something that's going to be interesting, not performative. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. They have some restaurants that are performative enough. If you find the right restaurants to get reservations at, they have whole shows that they can do for like how they serve the food, table side, service. Some restaurants have a story behind each dish and a historical story and journey behind each dish that the waiter will just sit there and tell you. Okay, dinner will take like 3 to 4 hours because it's so performative. If you find some restaurants like that, those are really cool experiences. And it gives you longer to get to know each other and talk. And it's a positive experience because you're literally being catered to. You're sitting there for a long time. They're performing all these, like, table side services, telling you the story and the history behind each food and each dish. And you're learning at the same time. So, an ambiance, music playing, it's going to be an experience. What you want is a memorable experience. And in an opera, you can't talk to each other. You just got to sit there. You know what I mean? So that's for something that couples do when they're already a couple. When we first started talking, he says, "I want to buy you more Chanel and Hermes, but I don't seem to he don't seem too eager. All out." Okay, send him links. Say, "Here you go. This is what I want. When are we going?" Or you can order and send to this P.O. box. Okay, tell him to put his money where his mouth is. It's like, "So when are we going to Hermes? I'm excited. I've already told my friend, oh my God, I met this guy and he's such a sweetheart. He's like so perfect." And she's like, "Really? Where y'all going next?" Hopefully Hermes. He suggested Hermes. So I'm just like, pretend like you talked him up to your friend that doesn't exist or was never a conversation in the first place. But pretend like you already told her that you met this perfect man and he's taking you to Hermes. Then he gonna have to do it. See? Because men care more about what other people think, even if them people ain't real. Men care more because they're ego driven about what other people think of them, even if they're fictional people. You don't know. Than what they actually do for you. They don't care about that. They might have told you something, but as long as no one else knows, the lie is good. But if somebody else knows, oh, now he has to perform. Now he has to, oh, well, she's talked me up as a perfect man and all this and all that. I got to live up to the expectation of the fake friend that doesn't exist. And I got to prove to her that I am the perfect man, just for the sake of her to go back and brag to this fictional character that doesn't even exist. You see? Men are ego driven. That's why you got to give them fake news. Okay? Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm divorced from the Dusty and ready. What? You divorced from a Dusty and you ready to move on, but I don't want to give too much attention to dating. Huh? Well, then do whatever you want to do, man. It's your life. Give attention to yourself. You don't have to start dating. You can do whatever you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whenever you ready, go back into it, girl. And go and get it into win it. Don't repeat the cycle. Get back in there to get some money. Not no dust. Do it right this time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you turn 28, you should start learning about your age. It depends on how old the man is and what the intentions are. Now, let me tell y'all, when you get to the age 30, people, and you ain't married with no kids, people think that's the first thing you're trying to go do. If you don't want to lie about your age, you need to lie about your plans. If you don't want to lie about your plans and what you're trying to do, you need to lie about your age. Okay, because once you get to a certain age, men get scared because they know what you're looking for. They already know that's the red zone. Okay, so shh. The red zone is between 27 and 35. Between 27 and 35, they know what you want: babies, house, marriage. So shut up. Act like you're perfectly happy with the lovely life you're already living. Stop trying to be desperate and rush into anything. Stop trying to get labels. Stop trying to get commitments at those age. Why? Because men always want what they can't have. So stop trying to be desperate. That's the desperate age. That's the age of desperation for women. That's why men don't take y'all seriously around that age unless they're older and ready to settle down. But most men your own age and young men, they're not going to take nobody seriously in that age range because they know what you want. And if they're not ready for that, they ain't ready. Okay? So either you lie or you act like that's not what you want. And most likely, men want what they can't have, and that's what's going to happen. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, unless you're trying to date an older man who's ready for that and prepared financially, might be a fit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said he's 70, I'm 28. You asked for shopping spree. He wanted to chill by the pool. Okay. Just ask him for his credit card while he chills by the pool and you go shopping online. Okay. You can shop in your swimsuit with his credit card. It's like, sure, we can chill by the pool. Can I use your credit card to shop online while we're at the pool? Great, wonderful. You don't have to go nowhere with me. But let me use that credit card right quick. Fill your card up online. Sometimes men don't like to be seen as a sugar daddy and out shopping with a younger woman because maybe it's embarrassing to them. Maybe he feels some type of way. So just get his card and chill by the pool and shop online in your swimsuit, ma'am. I don't see no problem with that. I'm you know what size you wear? Shopping by the pool. You okay? Multitasking, exactly, girl. That's such a good idea. Thank you so much for suggesting that. You know, I have an even better idea. You're gonna love it. Tell him you're gonna love it. Okay, you got to make it sound positive. Wait till you hear you both be happy. You're gonna love this. Watch. I got the cutest bikini. We're gonna chill by the pool. We're gonna order drinks, and I can still go shopping online, right? Give me your card. That's what you do. Get all excited so he's afraid to let you down. You get excited. You just came up with the best idea in the world. He's gonna be so like, oh, she's so excited. I can't bear to break her heart. She's so positive. She's gonna be in a bikini sitting with me next to the pool. I better not mess this up. Here you go. Do you understand? You can still do both, baby. Sprinkle. But get excited about it so he's sad to let you down or he don't want you. You see, when you get excited about something, even if it's fake, people don't want to break your heart. They don't want to lose that momentum. They don't want to lose that happiness that you're bringing them. They don't want to lose the excitement and how you view them. So if you get excited about something before they even agree to it, they're most likely going to do it, especially if you use a lot of positive words to reinforce your idea. Okay? You said you just realized your exes are closeted gay. What's up with this phenomenon? Sometimes, you know what? I don't know. Like it could happen to anybody, I guess. But some men know how to choose the women to be gay on the DL with, okay? Because they don't think that they. A lot of times, I don't know. It can happen to anybody, but a lot of times people choose certain types of women that are good covers or good beards. So are you a good beard? You know what a good beard looks like or is like or act like? What's a good beard? You might just be the definition of a good beard, which is a fake relationship with a woman to hide a man's you know gayness. What? You said 60% of men are gay. Well, that's a lot. I think in this day and age, they should just come on out the closet and be who they are. Like, why play around? Why not just be yourself? I know family members, disapproval rates, being accepted here and there, a culture and all that kind of stuff. I know that plays a big part in it. But at the same time, you got to live your own life. You know what I'm saying? It's better to live your own life and separate yourself from people that don't support you, that will maybe come around later, rather than live your life trapped in a closet. I think it's better just come on out. Somebody gonna accept it. Somebody gonna say, okay, you good. Okay. The sooner you come out, the longer you can be happy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When are you writing a book? We would pay for that. When? Back in the past, when I wrote 8 books in the past. You gotta go. You don't even need a time machine. You can go today. All of these books, yours truly, on Amazon. First link in the description bar. Now, first link on the, let me just get y'all the link. How about that? Again. Books. Here we go. All my books. Most of my books. My books. Thank you for saying that you would pay for my books, because now I expect you to buy them. All of them. Here you go. There go the links. Let's go through them, shall we? We have Sprinkle Sprinkle, How to Provider and Avoid a Dusty. You can get this in hardcover or paperback. We have The Wisdom of Shira 7. These are daily affirmations and quotes to keep you on track and dust free. Okay? Tough love. So we all need that. Then we have Too Pretty to Pay Bills. Okay? By yours truly. And then we got the beginner's guide. I bring nothing to the table. Since all these dusties and brokies be asking y'all these dumb questions, I done made a guide for y'all on how to answer them. Okay, it's like having me in a book. And in the front, there's a glossary of terms if y'all are new here, like Pygmesia, Dusty, SD, Barbara the Builder Chick, etc., etc. Okay. Let's see what else we got up in here. Okay, then we have a color book for those of you who like to color and manifest at the same time. You can color your way to a sprinkle lifestyle like I did. Actually, I've already had it, but like even further, okay? Look, everything I colored in him came true. Period. I'm not done. I'm waiting for this right here. This black card. I guess I got to bust out my blonde wig to get the black card, huh? Oh, it's blue. Never mind, that's Chase. And who's gonna give me a Chase card? All right. Who waking at Chase? You like blonde wigs? Who is this? My daughter colored this. That looks like my daughter colored it. I didn't color this. Maybe that's for her. Maybe she waiting on this. But I don't see her going blonde, so maybe I don't know. Maybe that's me. My daughter colored that, y'all. I don't know what to say. This is what I colored. Where's that? Where is it? Here. I colored this one. See, Perfume. I'm on Perfume now. Very interesting. Colored this. Now my own house, big house with pool. What else did I color? I colored this because I be getting ready every day, period. Looking good. Done. What else did I color? All these products, girl, it's out. I be getting all this promo from Temu left and right, girl. Just all these products, makeup, sprinkle. All right, I know that's right. Everything I want. And oh, you can color me too, y'all. So y'all pick that coloring book up too. Sprinkle. Order them. You're gonna love it. Okay. Order them for your girls. My books are very easy to read. They don't. Let me. Y'all don't even need an audio book. They're very easy to read. They read just like I speak. They're not long-winded. They are not full of filler stuff. It gets straight to the point. There's pictures in there and everything for those who are visual learners. Okay. So you don't need an audiobook. You can literally read this while drinking your cup of coffee in the morning, while sitting on your porch or your patio, whatever. Shira, please talk more about women who spend on men and are jealous of women who are successful and building but never spend a dime on any man. Okay. This sounds very specific, ma'am. Who you dealing with? What pick me should you dealing with? Now, let me tell y'all something. Any woman who's spending on a man is dumb. They're supposed to be spending on you. Number 2, if women are successful and not spending on a man, that's because you're doing what you're supposed to do. All right? If you got the reach in your purse and in your pocket, you a pygmisha. Done. Sprinkle. You paying to keep that man because you know he don't like you for real. Men are natural providers. They're supposed to provide for you. Women are not supposed to provide for men. You're doing stuff backwards because you know he don't want you. And that's the only way you can flip the script, is to flip the gender role. Why? Because now you're the masculine one in the relationship, buying this man anything to keep him around, only for him to leave you in the future and take the stuff you got. You got him. Okay? All right. You're going to be singing that song, to the left. Everything is on in the box to the left, in the closet. That's my stuff. All the stuff you bought them. If I bought it, then please don't touch. You're going to be singing that song crying. And keep talking that, that's fine. But could you walk and talk at the same time? It's my name that's on that. Whatever car you bought them. Remove your bag. Let me call you a cab. Don't even call them a cab. Show them where the bus stop is. Standing in the front yard telling me how I'm such a fool. Talking about I'll never ever find a dusty like you. You must not know about me. I can have another dusty in a minute. That's what you're going to be doing. Because you won't break the cycle. Because you want to spend on a man. Girl, they're supposed to be buying you stuff. Y'all going to be singing out loud. You said I should start a singing channel. Girl, I'll just be singing for fun. But anyway, thank you so much. They're supposed to be doing stuff for you, not you the other way around. They're supposed to be impressing you. They're supposed to be worshiping you. All right? There you go. You got a date with this guy and he wants to help pay your bills, you want more? Well, then double how much your bills cost. There you go. Tell him it's double. I don't know why y'all don't be doubling stuff anyway. How you can double a bill? Say it's behind. There you go. How do you tell a man that you expect to be worshipped? You don't have to tell him. You have to act like you already are worshipped. And you have to act like you are the queen, goddess, main character of your own life. You have to be self-obsessed. They already know you want to be worshipped if you're self-obsessed. Because if you already worship yourself, you ain't gonna take nothing less from nobody else. Now are you? Think about all the goddess type archetypes and celebrities. Ain't no man finna step to them and expect to be worshipped by them. Do you understand? It's main character energy. You don't walk into this like that, ain't nobody worship you, man. Why do men plan a date and then not follow up? Did you meet this fool online? Did they spend too much money that week? Do they work paycheck to paycheck, ma'am? Like, do they have other options? Did you meet this fool on a dating app? My first questions. Because if a man crosses a room for you, gets your phone number, calls you, asks you out on a date, they want to impress you. If they're thumbing through the apps, getting pick Misha after pick Misha in their DMs, they got options and choices. Maybe they got a better offer. Maybe their paycheck, they wanted to spend it on something else because they go paycheck to paycheck. I don't know the circumstance behind why they making dates and not following through. But if you're on a dating app, off. Go meet people in real life. Get outside. You said you met him at a gym? Okay. Then maybe he's married. Maybe he's having second thoughts. Maybe he doesn't want to be awkward when you go work out, trying to hold his hand on a treadmill. I don't know. It could be so many things. Maybe he has a girlfriend. Maybe he was trying to have a sneaky link and, his girlfriend didn't caught on. Who knows? We never know. But we don't care. Next. We're goddesses, right? They're lost. You should have another for backup, girl. Where's your backup? When am I moving to my new house? I'm slowly moving in, darling. I have pods, the giant storage units that you put a bunch of stuff in. I have pods being delivered to the house soon. And then I'm hiring movers to unpack those. So I'm moving in slowly. Like I can take my time, baby. I ain't got to rush. I got the luxury of not having to rush. So I'm slowly moving in, darling. I'll be there half the time. Okay. You're waiting for your boyfriend from the army. We have 6 months left waiting, and I hope he's going to finally help me. I work 9 to 5. Okay, girl. You need to be working on your looks so you can attract somebody that can help you now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, only Russian queen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, he paid the re-entry fee because he had an attitude the other day. If he asks what's wrong, do I stay unbothered or tell him what I didn't like? No, you say nothing's wrong. You done paid the re-entry fee. Now, what's happening? He know what he did wrong, baby. He know what he did wrong. That's why he paid. If he asks what he did wrong, then mention it in a calm way. Say it like this. Well, I really don't say you don't. Say, I'm not a fan of A, B, C, and D. And just leave it like that. Whatever he did, don't go into it. Don't over-explain yourself. Don't act like a dumb pig Misha full of emotions. Just say, I'm not really a fan of A, B, C, and D. Or A, B, C. And shut your mouth. Done. He knows what you ain't a fan of. He ain't going to do it no more because it's going to cost him. But if you're sitting there over-explaining it, he's going to be rolling his eyes. Oh, Lord, I shouldn't have paid that re-entry fee because here we go. You understand? All right. A, B, that's it, baby. Don't over explain yourself. Tell, I'm not a fan of this. Then change the subject. Because y'all be doing way too much. On people's nerves. All right. Yeah. If I could help y'all out, y'all would talk so much less. Y'all would probably save the carbon dioxide and oxygen on the planet. We might have green trees if y'all just shut up. Yes, I know. I'm hard on y'all because I'm just trying to drive a point home. A lot of people over explain themselves and they talk too much when they should be saying way less. Hmm. You said he will never worship you. That coochie been ran through by who? Other men that worshipped her before? Let me ask y'all men a question. Because y'all can't bear children and don't have one, and y'all have to use something else behind you to even feel the same sensation or even close to what a woman will feel, whether it's a finger or a whole other man in prison or your down low buddy. Let me tell y'all something. If you were a woman, you would be trying to get ran through every single day. You know why? Because you're jealous of women. Let me tell you. You would be trying to sign up for all the jobs that involve getting ran through. You would be signing up laughing. I finally born a woman. I know what to do with myself. You would still not understand what it actually means to be a woman. Because if you only base a woman's worth on what's between her legs, that's because you ain't got it. It's a rarity. You wish you had it. So go ahead. We know y'all be bending over in them closets. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. Are phases 1 through 10 elixirs a month each phase? Yes. Or you can order them all at once. You can order 2 or 3 at once. If you use the code GET, if you get more than 2, you save $10. All right. There you go. Get 10. Actually, all caps. Get 10. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's one bottle that's 2 phases in one. Okay. So I'm going to make sure you read. I think it's phase 8 and 9. Yeah. You ever notice how women don't base your value on what's between your legs as men? You ever notice that? We don't base your value on what's dangling. Because we'll date you if you ain't got nothing but a peanut, as long as your wallet's fat. You know what I'm saying? You notice how we don't base your existence and your value on what's dangling between your little legs? Why? Because we don't envy it. We made it. It developed and formed inside of our bodies, which is why y'all keep trying to return there. And why that's what you're obsessed with. Do you understand? The whole patriarchal religion and construct is based on the envy of a woman and how she's naturally able to do everything y'all artificially are trying to create. So whatever, dude. Goodbye. Y'all better worship the women. Get on the winning team. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It'll all make sense if you sit and just think about it. Okay. Why do I keep trying to get back there when I came and escaped from there? Why do I base everything based on that? Why do I see women as only as that? Because you're obsessed with it. That's why. You're obsessed with it. You wake up fiending for it. Even your body parts wake up looking for it. All the blood be flowing down there looking for something. If you can't find a woman, a man will do. Why? Because you're steady looking to get back to where you came from. So you better worship your source so you can get back there with ease and make sure you bring some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know you saw the MJ movie. How did you like it? Girl, I loved it, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was watching that movie. I was grinning the whole time. looking at other people grinning, watching other people grin. And then, girl, when that Human Nature scene came on, I was like, wait a minute, Michael Jackson didn't have no booty like that till later on. What happened? Booty. Jafar Jackson, girl. Now my daughter got a crush on Jafar Jackson. She's like, is he married? Girl, no, he ain't married, girl. It was a good movie, though. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was dancing in my seat, too. They said, Mama, you better not stand up. Okay. I embarrassed my kids because we weren't in one of those theaters that people were dancing and standing up in. We were in like the suburban theaters. The suburban theaters. So we could only do this. Okay. We couldn't do the leg moves. We had to just do the arms. All right. Greetings, Shira. You missed my super chat. Oh, sorry, girl. Hold on one second. Sugar Daddy asked you how much shopping money for second date. I asked how much he want to give. He lowball. Girl, you always double what you want. I told him I like Hermes and Chanel Van Cleef. He said, we'll chill for a while. Girl, just tell him money. Men don't know nothing about no brands or shopping. Just tell him the money value. Okay, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Okay. Okay, so sorry. You should have just told him the amount and shut up, okay? He asked you a question, give him the answer. He don't know about no Hermes. He don't know what that is. Just tell him what you need and double it. Then you'll get at least half. All right? That's it. Just keep it simple. Man ain't that smart. Not when it comes to brands. Not when it comes to purses. They don't know. You think they over there sitting over there researching purses? No. Give them $1 amount and be quiet. He don't know how much that stuff costs unless he's used to buying it for other women. Just tell him, look, this many thousands, and make sure it's double. So he says, well, that's a lot. Huh? Can I do half? Then you get exactly what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for double because you know they're going to lowball you. It's called negotiation. Everything is a negotiation. Everything. Every time you open your mouth, you negotiate. You understand what I'm telling you? So you might as well understand what you're doing and stop trying to play fair in an unfair world and be negotiating from the start. Why? Because they are. You ain't. You're the only one not negotiating. I'm telling you. In previous video, you said never to mention amount. I said don't mention the amount, but I also said if you're asking for something specific and you don't send no links, how are they supposed to know the amount? So if you're not sending him links with the amount on there for him to gift you, he doesn't know how much they cost. If you want to see how much he likes you, I said don't mention an amount. If you're trying to get something, you better get something and double the amount. If you're trying to see how much he likes you and how much he wants to spend, you don't mention an amount. You see how much he thinks you're worth. Okay? So either way, what you gonna do? What you in the mood for? The truth or some money? You already know your value. Ask him for the amount. He already said Hermes and Chanel. You know it's some thousands. So honestly, I'm just going to send him links so he sees how much it costs, or I'm just going to double the amount of what it is, because if he didn't already bother to look it up and know how much they cost, he ain't going to know anyway, and I'm going to get the most. All right? Tell me you want to match your wallet too. What was his low ball amount? People are asking how much he offered you, girl, how much he trying to give you. You ignore his emotions in the past, and now he's emotionally distant. When I say he's changed, he taunts me. Girl, you ain't never supposed to notice they even changed. You're not even supposed to mention that. Okay? You're supposed to pretend like you don't even notice. Because now you've opened up your trigger. Now he thinks you've noticed him being emotionally distant. That's his weapon. You don't supposed to notice at all. You're supposed to treat him exactly the same. Okay, that's your problem now, because now you've taken the ball and put it in your court. So when they start acting emotionally distant, you're not supposed to notice. You're supposed to just act like everything is the same. Why? Because now his action is now affecting you and your well-being. I've noticed you're emotionally distant. Oh dear, what can now? You don't even notice. And the fact that you don't notice, he's going to be more concerned. Especially when you treat him like nothing happened. Especially when you start answering for him. For example, hey, you know what? I was thinking we could go do this, this, and that this weekend. Bring your wallet. Hey, I was thinking that you should do this, this, and that this weekend. Okay. Throw something in there to pique his interest. Like I was telling my friend, ego boosts. I was telling my friend about you, and I was telling how great you are and how perfect you are. Boost that ego, even if it's a lie. And she says, oh, you finally found a good one. I was like, yeah, girl. I think she's a little jealous. Lie. That'll get them right back to where you started. You understand? Y'all need to know how to dangle these carrots of ego. These men don't care about no emotions. They care about ego. 1K, he said, we'll chill and have to grow into that. Okay, he don't like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He don't like you enough. 1K ain't nothing if he got real money. Okay? Back in the old days, 20-something years ago, I used to get 1K for going and chilling and going out and having dinner and drinks with the man that I actually married. He just give me what he would show up, have a ATM envelope, and this was in the old days when $1,000 was worth probably more than it is now. He would just hand me the ATM envelope and say, here, put this in your purse. Done. And we would just go out to eat. We would go to bars. We would drink. Go listen to live music. And then I would go back to my car and I'd go home. Why? Because that's the dynamic. Let me tell you. If they say no, that's too much, they don't like you. Okay? They don't like you if they say it's too much. Because they should be trying to impress you. If they're willing and dealing with what you're asking for, they're not trying to worship you at all. They're not trying to impress you at all. They're trying to lowball you to get you to come down off them standards because they don't want to reach them. Why? Because it's a power play. They're supposed to be excited to reach your standards. They're supposed to be excited to prove themselves to you. They're supposed to be excited to be in your presence. Why? Because you're the prize. If they're wheeling and dealing over $1,000 in this day and age, and they're supposed to be some type of, professional, they don't like you enough. Okay. And it has nothing to do with you. You might be a beautiful woman. It has something to do with them not wanting to give up that power. It has to do with their ego and the fact that they don't want to worship you and prove themselves to you. Okay. He wants something for free. Maybe he's too young. Maybe you need to, I don't know how old he is. I forgot. But maybe you need to find somebody a little older that has some real money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, if that man like you times 10, $1,000 ain't nothing. That's chump change. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I didn't even have to ask. I just got it handed to me. Why? Because I'm a goddess. And I walk in like that. They already know. That's it. They already know they got to impress me financially because they ain't got nothing else to impress me with. What else you got? Some honesty, some truth, some good moral character. Money. Exactly. Some boring stories I don't care about. Some past stories about you playing football, basketball, soccer, whatever you've been playing in high school and peaked. I don't care. Give me my money. It's been giving me a great allowance. Okay, he's been giving you a great allowance and spoiling with luxury items, trips in the last few months, but delayed this month's allowance. He's waiting for some cash flow. First, how to handle. Okay. Tell him, is he going to pay the late fees on your bills? Tell him to add something to it when it come in. Honestly, he's probably like trying to see what you're going to do. It's like, oh, no problems. Just make sure you add enough to cover the late fees. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I have all my stuff on automatic pay. And if your stuff don't get to my deposit in time, I'm going to be messed up. So add a couple, add some to it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make him feel like he's really putting you out. Make sure he feels like it's a really big inconvenience. Like, oh no, I have everything set up on automatic pay on a certain day. Oh, everything's gonna backfire. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need all these phone calls. And just make sure you put enough for the late fees, I guess. And it's gonna be such an inconvenience. Unless you have a credit card that I can use so that I won't get late fees or whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your acting skills together, man. Come on. And he should worship you enough to go ahead and give it to you. You said what? The guy that's testing you wants to see where you're going. What you gonna do if you don't get no money for a minute? Just start worrying. Start being in despair. Start making him feel guilty. Just start thinking about all the stuff that's gonna backfire, the stuff that's gonna go wrong, the stuff that he needs to rescue you from all over again. Start worrying out loud. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was giving Aunt Ethel some of that money and her bills are going to be behind now. Oh my gosh. My poor aunt. I'll have to find a way to break the news to her. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you'll be patient? Girl, make him feel guilty while you waiting too. Just make him feel guilty so he don't repeat the process. You understand? All right. But not in a bad way, but in like I need to rescue her way, and Aunt Ethel. You need to rescue her and Aunt Ethel. You know what I'm saying? Mm. You asked the guy I'm dating for 150 for laser hair removal, and he said, I am using him. We haven't been dating long enough. Girl, it's been 4 months. Okay. Okay, look, I'm not gonna laugh at you, but I'm laughing inside. Anyway, you asked the man for money to yank hair out of your body or to laser hair off your body. First of all, that's a turnoff. Number two, you've been dating 4 months and he hasn't given you anything, and you ask that man for 150. That's dusty. Okay. Number three, if he thinks you're using him after 4 months to remove some hair on your body, you got the wrong one. You need to go start over and go back to the mirror and fix yourself up to where you ain't got to beg some man you've been going out for 4 months for $150. That's why I tell y'all be dating these men. I don't know if you rolled around with them yet. Hopefully you haven't. But y'all be dating these men, y'all can't even ask them for $100. Okay? That's called dust. Next. Dust. Pure dust. It's time to let the dust go, girl. Go level yourself up and go get you a provider. Get to the rich side of town and stop messing around with these brokies. Saving money at parents' place funds my hot looks and going where I want. I can move out with savings. March 2021. Environment is talks. Worried, will it make me less feminine? How do I balance? Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You find a sugar sprinkle, sprinkle. You get a man that's gonna give you a lot of money while you saving, and when you leave with double. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You get you a sugar daddy. You save while you're living at your parents' house. Stack, double, invest. Buy you a CD. Go to the bank. I don't know. Do whatever you gotta do. Save your money. the man furnish your apartment. I don't know. But you can definitely multitask, man. But you need to do it and stop dilly dallying and thinking you only got one option at a time. You need to multitask, darling. To multitask, right? Get it together. You live at home with your mama, date a sugar daddy. If he's married, he don't need you 24/7. Okay? He will give you money. You can stack there, stack here. Do you understand? That's basically it. He don't need you around 24/7. He good to go. You said scammer. Girl. Oh, you're a guy. That's not scamming. That's just multitasking. Okay? Just having another of income and multitasking. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called multitasking, drawing. It has nothing to do with scamming. People can do things out of their own free will. Okay, sugar daddies are happy to give. All right. Mm-hmm. Tips on seduction, especially on the first date. Okay, you got to look good, smell good, be confident, and be talking about stuff that impresses you in a sexy voice with double entendres. Okay, there you go. Very easy. I missed your super chat. Hold on, girl. 1 second, girl. What if he been long time between phases elixirs? It depends on how long you've been. If it's more than like 2 or 3 months, maybe you should start over. But if it's only been like a week or two, you're good. Okay. Because it takes like at least a month for it to completely go out of your system. So if it's been more than a month, you should definitely start over the process. Maybe you can do the half ounces until you get back up to the phase that you were supposed to be at. But I definitely should start over if it's been more than a month. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you hate that Dusty's found me. Why? They're not y'all's target, so who cares? They may be trying to get some information too, because you know half of them is gay for pay. They may be taking notes too, for the other life. I don't know. Thank you, lady. That's Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate you, girl. How you doing? You said the Dusty's trying to learn too, because they know their wallets ain't our target. So either they in here taking notes for themselves, or because I don't know what else they will be in here. They think this gonna work on Pygmisha or something. Either they here to help themselves get in good with Pygmisha, or they here to get in good with them dudes they meeting in the closet. I don't know. But you know what? It's a comment. It helps me stay in the algorithm. So, whatever. Okay. They know we ain't after them dusty wallets for sure. Them empty, sad looking wallets with expired credit cards just to look like they still got a credit card. That Walmart card that ain't been reloaded because they mama won't reload it. We don't need that. We don't need your paycheck stub for 2 weeks ago. Or your payday loan receipt. We don't want that, darling. We don't need it. Your wallets are safe, Dusty. Just go ahead and come on and take notes because y'all know y'all one paycheck away from being gay for pay. Come on through. All right. How do you get past this age? He's 61, I'm 40. Girl, age, yeah, basically almost the same age, honestly. You're 40, he's 61. That's the perfect age gap. You're old enough to be young to him and old enough not to look like he's robbing the cradle. He's old enough to pay all your bills and old enough to put you in the wheel. Do you understand? Perfect. You get over, you use common sense and logic. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's perfect age gap, girl. What you doing? Get that money, girl. Stop focusing on other dumb stuff. Does he have money? Because if not, then you're doing it all wrong. You say you just about to say that? I know, right? That's a perfect age gap. Who you trying to date? Somebody your own age? At 40? What can they do for you? Challenge you? Compete with you? What you want? All right. How do you shut up? You're 3 times Gemini. Need techniques. You said, how do you shut up? You have a script and you stick to the script. You write it out before you go somewhere and you don't stray from it. It says you need help. Okay. You need guidance. You need to write out your script before you go. So you need to write out your lies, your script, what to talk about, what not to talk about, what to mention, how to get your money, how to drop hints and clues about how to get you your money, and that's it. Write it down. Outline it. You got into legal issue when he was paying for that, but less allowance. How do I get my allowance still? You ask somebody else. Once you start tarnishing your image in front of other people, once you start asking them for this and becoming a disappointment to people, they want to help you less. Okay, so y'all have to also keep this in mind. I know, right? They don't see you the same anymore, so you're gonna have to bring in another one. Okay, because they feel like if they continue to do certain things for you and you continue to down spiral, it's only going to get worse. And men don't like investing their money in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing better. So I don't know what you did legally. I don't know what kind of issues you got into. I'm not sure. It could be, something minor, but still, they don't want to invest in the red flags. Okay. So you got to keep that. Like, you should have got a whole nother sugar daddy for your legal issue if you want to keep this one spending. Okay. That's why I always tell y'all to have a backup. It's going to make sense one day. It's going to click. I need a backup because I can't tell my sugar daddy about this. I got to tell the other one about it because, this one spends more than that one. He can at least get these legal fees. That's what you need to do. You need a backup always for these types of reasons. You're going to understand. Y'all going to understand one day when I say get a backup, because you can't tell certain ones everything. Backup, ma'am. Always a backup. Always. So how you can get your money? Get you a backup. Work on another one. Or you need to tell him how you learned your lesson, how you're so embarrassed and ashamed, and you will never do that again, and that you're so happy he was there to help you, and he's so kind. You gotta do all of that stuff so he doesn't think that you're gonna do it again. Okay, you gotta say, I made a mistake. I'm so sad, and I feel so embarrassed about it, and I'm just so disgusted in myself. You just gotta lie to him so he knows that you really mean it, and you're not gonna do no stupid stuff no more. Or I don't know what happened to you, but still, at least he know you ain't gonna repeat. That might be helpful. You said this is not a relationship channel. This is a get your money channel. Exactly. Don't come over here for some relationship advice on how to cater to some man that don't like you. I don't do that. Okay. That's what, in my opinion, most, not all, But most people that are asking for relationship advice on how to deal with a man is usually a one-sided thing. They're not trying to deal with y'all. They ain't asking advice on how to deal with y'all. This is how I know. Because if you go on these men's channels, they don't ask advice on how to make life better with y'all and how to cater to y'all. They don't be asking that. But y'all do. That's why I tell y'all how to get this money instead. Because I don't believe in being a pick me show. I believe in being a goddess, choosing a man that likes you 10 times more. So you are not the only one in the relationship working to keep it where it is. They are. They're concerned. You understand? You're not putting 10 extra things on your plate just to say you got some broke man that don't do nothing for you. Do you understand? So I don't give relationship advice. All that stuff is for pick-me-shows. I give advice on how to get your money, keep your money, save your money, spend his and save yours. That's what I do. Because it will help you in the long run and your future generations. That other stuff y'all be asking about, how to keep your man obsessed, how to make him pick up his socks off the floor, how to make him take me on a date. Ma'am, you asking me how to be a pygmy, and I don't do that. Do you understand? The best I can do is tell you to get up and get dressed and go outside and put the fear in him that somebody else with more money might find you interesting. Okay? And to put the self-value and self-esteem and main character energy back in you so you can stop being so male-centered and remember who you are so you don't have to ask me no dumb questions like that. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I'm here to do. I don't give relationship advice. I give remember who you are, self-esteem, and get this money advice because that's all that matters. If you're trying to keep a relationship together and they're not, there ain't no relationship. It's only a power play and you lose. Okay? Y'all, the older ones understand. The younger ones, they still looking for the Disney fairy tale. Y'all better look for Beauty and the Beast. That's the only one. This guy was shopping after a few dates, and he texted me on the next day saying we wanted different things because I don't want to sleep with him. Of course. So you're right, we do want different things. Thanks for the shopping. Bye. You won, ma'am. Congratulations. He risked it. He risked it all and lost it all. You risked it all and gained it all. Wonderful. You gained some shopping. He'll call you back, don't worry. Make sure you charge him the re-entry fee. What he thinks you're going to do is chase him. Oh, but this. Oh, but that. But why not? Because he took you shopping. He thinks you're going to chase him. Say, oh, you know what? You might be right. Thank you so much. Anyway, I was then. If you really want to lure him back in, oh my gosh, I totally understand. That's fine. I just told my friend I just met the best guy and like he was so sweet and such a gentleman. So yes, you are such a gentleman. Thank you for letting me know. Bye. Now he's gonna feel stupid that he wanted to roll around on the mattress with you after you told your fake friend on the phone who don't exist that he was such a gentleman. Now he feels like he's not a gentleman. He's trying to pressure you to roll around on that mattress for some shopping instead of using it as an investment to prove himself to you for the long term. You already clocked him by accidentally thinking he was going to be long term and telling your friend about him and how he was such a gentleman, only for him to disprove you right then and there and let you know that he was only interested in rolling around on the mattress. So now he feels stupid, but you got your stuff. Okay. That's how you do it. You mess with that ego just a little bit. And when he comes back, which he will, most likely, re-entry fee, more shopping, more investments. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give an example of a re-entry fee that is not money. Car, jewelry, shopping spree. Gift cards. I guess that is money. Tickets to something that you've been wanting to go to that he's not going to be attending and you can take whoever you want. a gift, an offering that you value. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe he can pay for a month's worth of, you know, stuff you need done. I don't know. What, car services? I have no idea. Whatever. When should you start having S with a man? When you have the title of your car in your hand paid off, when all your credit card bills are paid off, when your bank account looks nice and stacked how you want it to look, and when you feel that this man has invested enough in you to prove himself as worthy of sticking around long term. That's when. Okay? So, the faster they reach it, the faster you might want to roll around. You understand? You give him a list. You can give him a list of stuff to check off that list. If you get there, the faster he get there, maybe. If you comfortable with him enough, know him enough, got enough stuff paid off, if he's deemed himself worthy and invested in you long term, improved your lifestyle, life, and finances, perhaps. But when should you sleep with a man? When you feel good, comfortable, financially free, stress free, safe in his presence, which means you got to do all that stuff for you. Because how do you get turned on by a man and wanting to roll around on the mattress with you when there's bills due, when there's still a car note floating around out there? Oh my gosh, there's a car note out there with my name on it. Can you make that disappear? I don't feel comfortable now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband wanted to retire, asked me to help. What? Pay some bill. Told him you will turn into a single dad. If he asked me that again, he doubled my allowance. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him, nope, not yet, sir. Go get your stuff together. Nope, never. They be trying to flip the script on you, thinking you're gonna have a heart. Have a brain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, dear. It's my turn. No, pick Misha. Send him right back to where he came from and ask him, tell him to bring back some more. Have a brain, not a heart. Because we all start having a heart and being too nice, that's when they start taking advantage of you. You understand? Have a brain. Have a heart for yourself and your future generations and have a brain for him. Have a heart for yourself and your future generations and have a brain for him. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said kindness is weakness. That's how they see it, girl. He's having an emotional breakdown. You mean he's acting? Because men don't have emotional breakdowns. They have acting skills. Okay? Men have egotistical breakdowns. Men have narcissistic, fake emotional breakdowns in front of you and you only. Because he ain't going to do that in public. Why? Because it's fake. When he starts having a breakdown in front of public people, maybe it's real. Maybe he needs some meds. But if it's only in front of you, it's fake. Okay? Get his mama on the phone. Call his bestie. Put her on FaceTime. See if he keep breaking down. You'll thank me later. When they start breaking down and there's only you in the room, it's fake. Okay? They're performing for you. Give them how about a round of applause? Shout out to Reed. Standing ovation. Cause you put on quite a show. Very entertaining. Girl. Get your popcorn and start eating some popcorn. Go while he talking and having this emotional breakdown. Go pop you some popcorn. Get good and comfortable. Like, what you're doing? What are you doing? It's a good show. I'm over here spilling my guts to you, having an emotional breakdown. I know, girl. I know. Keep going. The Oscar and the Oscar goes to you. That's so good. I'm learning from you. I get my acting skills together. Because if they're only doing that in front of you, it ain't real. If I were a man, I'd be trying to do all these tricks too, because y'all be falling for them. And I'm not falling for the okie doke. I can't fall for the okie doke. I see too much. I know too much. So I might pretend I'm falling for it just to see how far you gonna go. Gather some stuff, gather my wish list together. I'm gonna see how far you gonna go. I'm gonna see how stupid you think I am. But I'm not gonna fall for it. Never. I might like you to entertain for a while with your stories and your acting, and just to see how far you're gonna go, to see how much effort you're gonna put in and energy you're gonna waste. I might do that. But I'm never gonna fall for it, just so y'all know. Y'all be falling for it left and right. I don't. I just be laughing inside. This fool here. All right. You said record him saying it and use it later. Yes, anytime these men are overly dramatic, doing too much, expressing themselves too much, trying to make you feel guilty, or anytime they're using any type of emotion, it's not real. Okay? It's fake. Especially if they won't do it in public. If they won't do this in front of another person, if they won't do this in if they're not telling other people about their issue or their emotional issues, it ain't real. If you haven't heard them crying on the phone to their mama, if they're not in therapy, if they're not talking to their friends about these issues, they're fake. If they're only coming to you with it when it's convenient, it's fake. And as soon as you understand that, the faster you can start laughing inside. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are ego driven. They don't care about the emotions. They only use them against you, and they put on a facade to look like a certain way in front of other people. Now, if they're not emotionally breaking down in front of other people, crying out for help to mama, to therapist, to coworker, to bestie, then it's fake. Do you understand? It ain't real. It's all fake. And I could do it too. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Learn the difference. They don't care. You think that they're being vulnerable, opening up to you, when they're really manipulating you. Don't open up to me. If you show me your weakness, I know you don't like me and don't need my respect no more, and you're trying to gain me. So if you're showing me all this weakness, then you no longer want my respect, which means you don't plan to be around much longer, or you're trying to manipulate me because you're stupid and you're going to fall for the okie doke. But I know that I know better than that. So no, it's not going to work on me. Where's my money? Okay? It don't work on people that understand that. There was a video when you talked about books, okay? I forgot what they were called, and you recall the Level Up books. Yes, ma'am, sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll find that video and go look back. I don't have the book over here anymore, but I do have all my Level Up books that you can get. It's linked in the description bar and at the top of the comment somewhere. Maybe the second link. The live comments. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So this is why I can deal with certain things, because I can see straight through stuff. Your favorite line: do you always get what you want when you are like this? It's like, what do you mean? Play-Doh. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're easily manipulated by a man playing emotional, that's where you went wrong. Okay? If a man is sitting over there blaming you for stuff, breaking down, it's a game. Okay? Don't play it with them. Just eat your popcorn and be entertained and do what you're going to do anyway and demand your money still. Okay? Sparkle, sparkle. Biotech destroyed consciousness, billionaires blocking comments and tech. What? My consciousness is good, baby. I can see straight through all the BS. You'll find other ways to reach these locals. What? You'll find other ways to reach these locals. Oh, you on a mission, huh? You made a purpose, didn't you? All right. Well, you know what? Good for you. Make sure you monetize make sure you monetize your purpose, sir. Don't come over here spewing that stuff for free. Go find out how to get some money on it. All right. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he ghosted me because he can't afford me. Do you think it's true? No. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were going through financial issues. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being so honest with me. But I really appreciate everything you've done for me. When he get his money back up, he coming right back to you because you were so nice. It made him go get his money up. And embarrassed him at the same time and bruised his ego. He got to come back and prove it to you. All right. Nice, nasty. That's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He says to get me roses in a month. Girl, a month. Is he in jail? He locked up or something, girl? He got to pay his credit card bill off or something? What's happening? Is he living paycheck to paycheck? What's going on? This man promising you flowers that grow free outside. You know, if that man really, really liked you, he would find a way to get you some roses faster. I mean, they're only $8 at the grocery store. $8 whole. You know, less than 10. I mean, Mother's Day might jack up the price, but after next week or after this weekend, they should be back to $8 to $10, darling. So if you want to wait on a $10 bouquet of roses from some Dusty, that's up to you. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you really like it, you can get to the cemetery and get you some flowers or something, girl, for free. When there's a will, there's a way. How you doing? Okay, they got them rose bushes outside of all the nice shopping centers. You can just go pick some free roses off the bush. Make you a little bouquet like that. I still wouldn't want them, but Dusty love, I guess. How to make him obsessed during talking stage. There is no talking stage, darling. That's how you make him obsessed. You skip the talking stage and you go straight to the dating stage, straight to the take me out stage. Okay. The talking stage is for high schoolers. What's the talking stage? And you gonna sit on the phone and give your life story, all your triggers, bore him to death so he don't even want to take you out? There's no talking stage. There's, hey, I'm so glad you called. I'm just getting ready to go out to dinner with my girls. Yes, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Hint clue. Oh, hey, thanks for texting. I'm sorry I couldn't get back with you. I was out to lunch. Yeah. So how was your day? Wonderful. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have to go. Yeah, I gotta go run some errands. But if you're always out and about and the only way he can get you out is to take you out, you don't stay on the phone long. All that stupid crap. The goal is to take you out on a date, not to sit over there and spend all day on the phone talking to somebody. You're so torn about having a child or not. Artist 35. You better get on it then. You're 35, girl. You better get them eggs froze and then figure it out later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, if it helps you, I birthed my best friends. Me and my daughters are best friends. Okay, I couldn't imagine life without them. And now I have somebody to put, you know, um, on all my paperwork and to inherit my legacy and all my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And someone to care for me in the future when I get old. Someone to appreciate me, someone to learn from me. I have 2 daughters. Okay. Um, in my opinion, the only reason you shouldn't have kids is if you can't afford them. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. That means you ain't got nothing to leave them anyway. All right, if you can't afford them, don't do it, baby. Or you can go get you a man and give you a bunch of money and do what you got to do. Who is this? All right. Cell phone, brain cell, blood cell, biotech. Okay, cell, cell, cell. SALE is the only cell that I'm worried about, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the oldest to have a baby, girl? They say after 36 is all downhill, but I don't know. It depends on your biological age, how much eggs you got left, the quality of them eggs, and the quality of your ability to carry them. A lot of women start going into menopause about 40 something, and premenopause late 30s. So that's up to you, babe. I don't know. Like it's real. It's real. Like one day you're gonna wake up and it's gonna be over. You're like, oh Lord, I've waited too long. It's gonna be over. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you make a video on how to be nice, nasty? I make one every day and give y'all examples on how to be nice, nasty. I probably have a video on how to do that already. Just look it up on my videos. Type it in. I don't know. But the best way to be nice, nasty is to be strategic and smart and know how to talk. Your tone has a lot to do with it because you can say the evilest thing with the sweetest tone. So if you don't know how to be nice, nasty with metaphors or symbolism or, different types of wording, just say the nastiest things with the sweetest tones. That'll help you. Okay. Anyway, I had to take a little short break, but enjoy this talk about some dust. Be right back. He said, ride or die women age prematurely. Ride or die women are ugly and stupid. Why would a man want a woman who wants them at their lowest? Who had to help them back up, who had to dust them off? Why would they want that? There's no respect there. And every time he tries to take credit for something, you're going to be like, well, if it wasn't for me. He wants to feel masculine in front of a woman that don't know his dusty past. So he's going to use you, build on your back, let you build him up, and go start fresh with the next chick that he can get the respect from. That's why they don't stay with Barbara the Builders. That's why they don't stay with women who they've had struggle with, because you remind them of their struggle. You remind them of exactly when they were their lowest. They don't want that. Okay? That's why they don't stay. So only dumb women will help a man. Only dumb women will build a man. Only a dumb woman will step in and let a man build on her back so he can leave you for the next chick because he don't want to face his struggle by looking at you every day. He don't want to face the fact that you are the reason why he ain't struggling no more, because men have egos, and you aren't the type of woman that he actually wants. You're the type of woman he needed. Oh, y'all seen that dummy? Get the kind of woman you need, not the kind you want. Okay, so he needs you, which means he don't have anything. When he wants you, that's the time that you're supposed to be with him. Not when he needs you, but when he wants you. Okay? Y'all be with men that need y'all, not want y'all. There's a difference. They need y'all to sign paperwork. They need y'all to, put them on the lease. They need y'all to put that down payment. They need y'all to pay for half the rent. They need y'all, but they don't want y'all. Understand it? Stop helping out men. Stop helping them out. They can help themselves, and they'll be more proud of themselves if they figured it out, rather than you enabling them to be a dusty. That clipped that. But yes, don't be enabling these dusties, y'all. The heck? Stop enabling the dust and thinking you're doing something. All you doing is helping them to get to the next chick faster. All right. Stop being a good woman. I'm a good woman. Girl, you a stupid woman. Be the villain in the relationship. All right. I'm a good woman. I cook. I clean. I hold him down. Why? He wouldn't do that for you. You silly. You are a good, stupid woman. All right. Don't do all that. You're making yourself look dumb, girl. You're volunteering to an anniversary event as a merch rep. Okay. How could I stand out to these old money men? Thank you. You got to give out something free to them. Okay. Have you a little free gift for the, all target the money. Target the money. Okay. What you giving out free to these? Get you a little free gift basket. That way they're coming in there and they're like, oh, and see, when you give something away for free, whether it's like cheap or what, it don't even matter. People feel obligated to do something back for you. So whatever you want in return, they might do, whether it's something small or little. So if you look good and you're pretty, you make some business cards and you hand out free gifts. And when you get to the man, you can do this to everybody, but when you get to the man with the money, like, a free gift if you take my business card. There's a website on there, an email address, and such. Put your Cash App on there too. They're going to be so smitten. They'll take that card, take that free gift, and be looking at it. Hey, I met you the other day at the thing, and you gave me this free gift. What if his family have a lot of money and they would give us a house, but we both only 25, and he would want me to move to Mexico for, I ain't going, no, man. Heck no, sprinkle. I'm staying where I'm at. You didn't say it enough, girl. The answer is not, absolutely not. Mm-mm. I got to stay here. Why? Why would you move to another country where you don't know nothing, don't know nobody, don't know the law, be vulnerable, and only 25? Girl, that house will be there when you're 35 and 40, okay? Stay here, rent that other house out, collect that money, go back later when you good and ready. When your brain is fully developed, when you got some life skills and some knowledge about how this man really is and how his family really is. And after you done collected a good amount of that rental fee on that house and stacked your bank account. Okay? Charge rent still. Rent it out. Say, okay, we'll take the house. Go take it and rent it out. Come back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nope, I ain't going. Not until I'm good, ready to retire. That'll be your retirement. Okay. Sell it as rent it out as an Airbnb for travelers and get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, "What's my net worth?" What's my net worth, girl? I don't even know. I don't be a lot. I don't know. Sure, I know a man. He's young and rich. Should I date him and ask for things? If he's young and rich, you should definitely be asking him for things. But if you date him, you need to understand that he's a man and not to get your hopes up too high. And just make sure you're there for the right reason. It's money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, Daisy, Southern women have manners. We don't disclose that. Yeah. Wonderful. You said, that is a tacky question. Oh, speaking of that, hold on. I have to. Somebody messaged me about something that was very interesting. Let me see if they responded. Oh. Da-da-da-da. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like when people talk too much. Text me, like, get to the point. Blah, 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 blah. Stop using AI to fill up space and messages. Now I got to read it later. All right. Sorry. I'm one of those type of people that like to get straight to the point. So if you're going to email me, skip all the rigmarole, skip all the niceties. I don't care. It don't. Look, you don't have to say, "How are you?" I don't care. Get straight to the point. You know why? Because I don't care. If you're not getting straight to the point, I'm rolling my eyes. Do you understand? Don't use AI to fill up space in your messaging to me. Don't try to sound professional, because I don't care if you're professional or not. If you got the money, if you're trying to work with me, if you're a collaborant, I don't need all that extra. Okay. If we talking business, let's get to the point. All right. I don't need formality. I need numbers, and I need the point given straight up. Okay. That's just me. Y'all don't have to worry about offending me. When you come straight to the point, I won't think you're rude. I'm not one of them people that need a good morning or a good night. I need a $, number, dot, whatever. That's what I need. I don't need your politeness. I need your point. So that's how I write books. That's how I speak. You don't have to worry about offending me. Believe me, because you will offend me more if you write too much and take too long to say what you need to say. I promise you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, you don't even have to worry about saying hello, hi, how are you? I don't care. Okay. Believe me, you're not going to offend me at all. In fact, I like you more. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are you? In fact, yeah, especially if it's a man. If it's a man, you get straight to the point, that's even better. Like, I know you ain't faking. I know you ain't lying, because numbers don't lie. All right. You said you call it fluff. Yeah, I don't like no fluff. Get straight to the point. And, I'm guilty of doing that. And people are like, "No, hello? No, good morning? No, how are you?" No, I don't care. You want me to ask you a dumb question I don't care about? You want me to waste both of our time? I have to consciously write, "Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well," while rolling my eyes. I don't care. Why? Because you should be doing well. That's up to you. It ain't up to me. You know? If I'm writing to you, it's obviously a greeting. You said what? I'm sorry, y'all. I just like I had to tell y'all that because sometimes y'all don't even know how I really am sometimes. Like I'm straight to the point. Like you can say whatever you need to say straight up. I don't care. You don't have to say hello, hi, how are you doing? It's good evening. I don't care. Look, talk. Mm-hmm. So basically corporate all day. No. That get the fake stuff out the way. Like, what are we talking about? Get to the point. Time is a ticket. Time is money. You don't like small talk? The only time small talk is good is when you don't know the person and you're not after anything. Like seriously. Small talk is good when you're not asking for anything, when you don't have nothing to talk about and when there ain't nothing to say. That's when small talk comes in. But when you have a point to make, when time is of the essence and you're asking for something, skip the talk. Small talk, baby. Get to the point. Small talk is when you have nothing to say. And I appreciate small talk if you don't know what to say to me, because at least you tried, you know? So that's the only time small talk is appropriate, when you have nothing to say, nothing to offer, nothing to ask for, just politeness, and then that's it. Like that's all. But don't try to do both at the same time. You got something to say it. If you ain't got nothing to say, small talk is appropriate. When the guy says you're being weird about money but still gives it, tell him to put you on direct deposit so you ain't got to discuss money no more. Well, if you put me on direct deposit, we never have to discuss money again because it'll just directly deposit it into my account every week or every month. Then we can focus on you and me. That's why it's so important to get on that direct deposit. Because if y'all continue to discuss money every time somebody needs some money, it's going to get stupid. It's going to get ridiculous. That's why I urge you guys to get on direct deposits. Okay? Sometimes they'll even forget you're on direct deposit and give you extra money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And gifts. Get on direct deposit. If y'all are having issues with breadcrumbing, not giving you money on like they say they were, and it's getting weird about money, get on direct deposit from the beginning. The sooner the better, baby. Bust out your laptop, bust out your app on your phone, and get that fool on direct deposit. Yes, he should definitely worship you by not breadcrumbing you, by not look. Make sure he knows your value because you know your value. Don't let no man breadcrumb you. Either it's direct deposit or it's direct goodbye. I got time. You sitting over here talking to you about some money. Either you got it or you don't. You got everything else on direct pay, all your bills, your streaming services. Okay. Am I not worth more than a streaming service to you? Get me on direct deposit. Why? So we don't have to talk about it. So another man can't come to offer to buy my groceries. So another man can't come offer to pay for stuff while I'm out and about. I got your card. I got the money you giving to me. I'm sitting there happy, smiling, spending money, thinking of you. Exactly. Don't leave room for another man to come through. Just saying. Don't leave money. Don't leave don't leave a woman open to get more from another man that you can't supply. Because while you breadcrumbing, other men are offering. But if you're on automatic deposit, your woman ain't looking at no other man, most likely. Because she's too busy spending the money you gave her. She ain't desperate and looking for the next opportunity if you fulfill every need. Do you understand? So get on direct deposit. Mm-hmm. Them bright lights on her face tells me what she's watching. What bright lights? You're doing too much to be a dusty. You need to go get some money. You said, might as well pimp. You know, if women are pimps, women don't have to be pimps. We don't need pimps. Pimps need women. Do you understand? That's why y'all supposed to work with us. Because y'all can't even do nothing by yourselves. Y'all got to figure out, why don't y'all go pimp out some dogs and breed them or something? That's what y'all best at. Being doggish. I might as well be pimps. You ain't even. Only pick Misha's pimps, darling. You know who's the real pimp? Anybody with a pick Misha. Any woman going 50-50 got a pimp. Any woman in a 50-50 relationship, she got a pimp. That's why I only do 100. If you in a relationship right now with a man and you forking over half your pay when you get to the house, you got a pimp. And not a man, but you got a pimp. So, some men are pimps. They just don't know it. It's in a disguise of being a pygmisha, being with a pygmisha. Or Barbara the Builder. Barbara the Builder and Pygmisha, they got pimps. Gold diggers ain't got no pimps. They got gold, direct deposits, land, property, cars, car titles. You understand? So, y'all need to understand. You want to be like me so bad, but you're really a lover girl? Oh, how long you stupid then? You can love. You just need to love the man that loves you more. Okay? You just need to love a man who loves you enough to be 100% provider. That's all. You need to have the right target. Do men feel depressed when their career isn't going well? My provider won't speak to me since he didn't close an important sale. He's slow and moody, upset. How do I manipulate him to step up? Tell him that he need to have more than one stream of income if he's smart. Okay? Why is he depending on sale when he should be depending on several streams of income? He need to get his money up, period. Okay? What if that job fires him tomorrow? Then he gonna be real sad. Tell him he need to start a business. Tell him he need a side hustle. That way, when this deal don't go through, he can focus on this and make this happen. You know, you need several streams of income in this day and age. Okay, so tell him to get on his grind. Tell him to start putting in work to have a second stream of income. Whatever he's doing for that company, he can do it for himself and take all the profit. Okay, tell him to become an entrepreneur on the side until his money can take over his job money. That way he ain't got to be depressed because he's creating and building something that's going to be all his, and it don't depend on no other man's paycheck, or no signature on no check. Okay, tell he needs more than one stream of income, or else he always going to be in this situation. Always. Okay, men need to be entrepreneurs too. Okay, because if you have a family to take care of, you can't depend on somebody else giving you a job. You need to go make a job. You need to make a business. You need to do the same thing I'm telling these women to do. Men need to actually have more than one stream of income because that is just smart. You got 4 tires and a spare in the back. That's smart. But you ain't got no extra streams of income. That's dumb. You got a savings, you got insurance on everything, but you don't have an extra stream of income. You should find ways. There's too many ways to get money online for him not to have no extra stream of income in. Okay? There you go. He's depressed because of what? Because stupid? All right. Tell him to go get another stream of income. He says he believes I should be completely dependent on him because he will treat me very well. Okay, he sounds like he's stupid to me. He sounds like he's lying and manipulative. but doesn't see the need for my own financial security. Okay. He says he believes I should be completely dependent on him because he will treat me very well, but doesn't see the need for my own financial security. Well, that's because he sees the need to dominate and control you. So you don't tell him what you're doing with the money, and then you go do what you want. Okay? That's the kind you got to lie to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the kind you got to take money from and lie to. Oh, you're completely correct. I don't need that. I want a new purse, though. Take that money, invest. Take that money, put it in an account that he don't know about. Come back with the fake one. Take that money, put it somewhere else. Tell him you go in the grocery shop, go buy gift cards. This man is really setting you up to fail. But if you're smart, you're going to set yourself up to win by pretending you're setting yourself up to fail. And you're going to get the money out of it. Okay? And you're a karaoke hostess, no S work. Drink, talk with men, paid a lot, but have less customers these days. I can't figure out why they chose others. Any advice? Girl, you got to switch your wig up. Switch that wig. Sprinkle. Switch the wig. Be in your own world and switch your wig. Act uninterested when they walk in. And switch your wig up, okay? Look like somebody famous. That always gets them. Every time you look like somebody famous, attention goes straight to you. So find a look, whoever you like that's famous, emulate their look a little bit, and act uninterested when they walk in. They're going to come straight up to you because men always want what they can't have, and they also want an experience. Thank you, Jazzy Berry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. And then when they walk up to you, slowly look up at them and smile as if, okay, oh, you just appeared here? Like, that way they know they got the work to impress you. Because, see, men still want to impress you, whether you work in there or not. They still want to impress you. And they want an experience, okay? And they always want something that they can't have. If you're too eager, they're going to bypass you for somebody else that's maybe more of an experience or a fantasy. So you need to switch up that wig, baby. How to make him invest in me. He finds me very beautiful and I am his type. He's got many options. He can get whatever he wants. Okay. Well, then tell him what you want. Start talking. If he's there to impress you and he like you, he's going to start delivering. All right? All you got to do is talk. I'm saving up for this. I'm really excited about that. I've always wanted to go here. Oh, this is so cute. I really like that. Oh my gosh, I love your purse. Where did you get it? I was looking for one. Oh, wow. You know what? I've always wanted to go there. That's so nice. Oh, those flowers are so beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite flowers in the whole world. Start talking about stuff you want to see in your life so he can deliver them. Okay? You start talking about stupid stuff, he can't do nothing with that. If he likes you, he's going to deliver. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She or my boyfriend broke up a long time ago, but I want his money. He is the one who stopped talking to me. Okay, well then talk to somebody else, man. Why are you trying to move backwards? That man broke up with you. He's gone. He's probably moved on. Next, go. If you can get him, you can get another one, and try to aim for somebody with more money. That way, you don't worry about him because you got somebody better with more. Get in the mirror and get yourself leveled up enough to go get one with more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How often do you advise us to switch our look while married? Girl, as much as you want to. Look, it shouldn't be about how often should you, it's how much do you want to, you know? And some people are different. Some people like to look the same every day, every year, every week, every month. I don't like that. I got to change it up. Okay? I got to change it up. I got to have a wardrobe change, you know? I got to have a wig change, wardrobe change, makeup change. Why? Because it's interesting. Why? Because it's not predictable or boring. And it's fun. Okay. The whole thing about marriage is it becomes a boring routine. And if you can make it more interesting and exciting, why not? Why not change your look up? Not for marriage, but for you. Why not be excited to get up and see what you're going to look like today? Why not see what you're going to pull off? You know? Why not look at the same thing every day? That's my thing. I don't know. I like having fun with doing different stuff. I'm switching up my look, my wig, my outfit, whatever. For me, because it's fun. And added bonus, because men love that too. Your ex got you a nice watch and you want to sell it, but I'm afraid he will be back. And girl, get you the fake watch and sell the real one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Next. Didn't I teach y'all? I teach y'all this with the wedding ring, the engagement ring. This is how you get your money. You tell them it's for something, or if they buy you a gift, you go sell it, or you take it, or you keep it, don't give it back, and you give them the fake one. Or you get a fake one and say, oh, this. Or if somebody buys you an expensive gift, you lie and say it's fake. Okay? Learn how to use your logic and your brain to win at this game. Okay? Lie. Go buy the replica. You say get a dupe on Shein. Get a dupe somewhere, ma'am. Get a fake one somewhere, and then go sell the other one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then if he finds out it's fake, start crying and say, oh my gosh, I didn't want to tell you, but someone stole it. And so I didn't want you to be mad that you wasted your money on me, and I just didn't want you to be concerned, and da-da-da-da. And so I just got a fake one. I cried so long about it, but I didn't know how to tell you. Didn't lie, okay? But they shouldn't find out anyway, because they don't pay that close of attention to nothing. Okay. Start looking online right now for the replica and go get it. Because you know what? If you want the money, go get it. Go sell whatever it is he gave you, girl. That's what a lot of people are doing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you got long black hair like Morticia Adams? Okay, well, you can get a long blonde wig like Barbie, too. You can stick your hair up in a wig. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing a wig if you can snatch it off and put it back on whenever you feel like it. Just get... What to do if I get married, but most older men are already married? Oh, you want to get married. Most older men are already married. That doesn't mean they ain't gonna get divorced or will be divorced soon. If you go out and out, if you're around older men, some of them are single, some of them are widowed, some of them haven't never been married, some of them have been divorced or whatever. You just need to get in where you fit in. Some are married and their wife don't even care if they have a girlfriend because they're too old to care. So it just depends. If you want to get married, then several men, and the best men with the best offer and the most money that likes you 10 times more win. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said go for divorced older men. Yeah. Divorced older men may be better. It didn't work in the first place. They already had Barbara the Builder or Pygmisha as the first wife. Second wife, better life. They know what they did wrong, and they probably won't repeat it unless they're trying to go for the third wife. And yeah, there ain't no guarantee they ain't gonna cheat ever, because most men cheat. So make sure he got plenty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are probably in here like, oh my God, why is she saying these horrible things? Because they're true. Y'all know it. Ask your daddy, ask your uncle, ask your grandpa, ask your brother-in-law. Ask yourself. You're projecting, Shira, by saying most men cheat. Oh, you're right. All men cheat. If given the opportunity. You're correct. I'm so sorry. I should have said all. You right. If given the opportunity, thinking that their woman would never find out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, I'm not projecting. I'm just trying to help these women to be prepared for the inevitable at some point in their relationship. Because I always tell my stories like, I've seen men cheat on women after 15 years. They might not have cheated in the first 15 years. That wife might have been living her best life. Oh, my man, my man, my man, my man. But after 15 years, and she start wearing them moo-moos, and he starts looking at them strippers and them strip clubs, and you know, it might change. So this is also why I tell women not to date men their own age. Because while you over there sitting in your moo going through menopause and hot flashes, and he out there at the strip club at the ATM, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? But if he's old and he's asleep by 8 o'clock, and you can have your hot flash in peace, and you know he ain't going nowhere, you good. See? So I'm just assuming that y'all are dating men y'all's own age most of the time. Don't date men your age, you won't run into half these problems. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. If you're a grown, able-bodied man, you still got needs, wants, desires. Your career is at the top. You got your dream car. Your kids grown. Your money up. They done with college. You got all this money to flash and spend. You finna go through your midlife crisis. And here you are with a wife and a moo going through hot flashes and don't want to roll around on the mattress you no more. You still looking handsome, good, tan. You on that golf course. What you going to do as a man? You gonna wait for Miss Moo to get in the mood with her gray hair and grandchildren? Or what you finna go do, man? You finna go to the strip club. You finna go to the bar. You finna go scoop you up a youngin'. That's what you finna go do. Okay? You ain't finna go home and hold hands with Miss Moo and watch reruns. You ain't finna do that. Because every time you go out with Miss Moo when y'all at Denny's, and you looking good in your shorts that you finna go to the golf course in and finna drop Miss Moo back off at home to finish knitting her blanket and watching them grandkids, you ain't thinking about Miss Moo. Miss Moo good. She got the house, she got the garden, she got the Moo, she got the house, the grandkids. What you got? The golf clubs, the memberships, the card, the nice car, the girlfriend. That's why I tell y'all, don't marry men your own age. That's what's gonna happen to you. Believe me, I see it every day. Every time I go out to breakfast, I have Miss Moo and her man who's about to drop her off home to them grandkids, and he go right back out. All them sugar daddies out there that's married, they got a Miss Moo at home too. Okay? Who marry somebody their own age, and sometimes Moo don't care. Sometimes she do. Hold on. Sometimes Miss Moo be out on a cruise with her grandkids. A piece of hair, eyelash. So y'all might not think they're gonna cheat on you today, but as soon as y'all start going through menopause and hair going gray and wrinkles setting in, and your man is like, oh no, grandma's here. They gonna start looking for that 25-year-old, 20, 30-year-old, even a 40-year-old if he's super old. So those of y'all who are with men your same age, think about that. And y'all, men are probably being horrified right now. Oh my God, she's right. Oh my God, she's right. What am I going to do when my woman turns into Miss Moo? What you going to do? Exactly. What y'all going to do when Miss Moo sit in? When she's walking around with that limp, with that hip limp. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all walking around in a moo with that hip limp. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be out there just looking for the next chick that's younger. Okay, so stop marrying men your own age. You get this money from these older men. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The hemp lip. Hip limp. Next time y'all out in the store, the grocery store, look for the lady with the hemp lip. Hemp limp. Y'all know what the hip lip look like. Said no, she disabled too. No, she got too much in the trunk, so she got to drag that wagon, and it turned into a hip limp. That's why I'm telling y'all, stop getting them BBLs, because when you get old, it's gonna turn into a hip limp. Because the women that don't even have BBLs, that just got too much in the back, that's who got the hip limp. They be like walking like it's Thriller. They be on beat too when they roll in that car. They go. Okay, why? Because they got too much in the back. And they walk with that hip limp, and they man out in the strip club in the speakeasy. If he old, the juke joint. If he in the South, y'all know it. No, she right. I know I'm right because I've seen it too many times. Y'all better watch them BBLs. All right. Oh, Russell. You said Thriller. Hey, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Russell Hartley in the house. Hey, how you doing? You been listening? He's like, I have seen the hip lip. Russell, when you get, oh, never mind. I said when you get old. When you get old, you wait. You trying to get you a young because you don't want the hip lip. Dating a guy 1 hour away from 2 months. Okay, wants to be official. Has spent almost 2K. Okay, 2K, 2 months. Agreed to allowance. If we're together, should I lie and say we are? Of course you should lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get as much money as you can. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Of course you should lie. He probably lying to you too. Russell, you got some fans in here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said what? Russell said Russell finally a man in the chat. Put the Dusties to shame. I know, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where the Dusties on? They would have scattered. The Dusties are scattered like roaches. How to make him desire you more so he can give me more what I like. Girl, you got to boost his ego. Oh, Russell in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, a girl has to have her secrets. That's right. Don't tell everybody everything. And most people don't even want everything. As long as it makes them feel good about themselves, keep lying. Right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, people like when you lie to them. Y'all love bombing. So what makes you think a man don't like lying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you like lies, y'all like lies so much, y'all tell yourselves they the truth. So you might as well start lying to them. At least they might be the same sort of delusional. And might work for you. You said we're gonna be all right. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Miss D. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. You leveled up naturally listening to yours daily. You knew I needed to treat me better. And now I have a man around that serves his purpose. He's serving his purpose. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. His purpose is to make you smile and to make sure you feel good and to like you 10 times more, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, think about this. What man don't want a woman that he wakes up every day like in awe of? Let's think about this for a second because this can work both ways. What man don't is not excited to wake up to be in awe of a woman that he just basically worships anyway? You know? What man wants to wake up to a woman like happy wife, happy life, right? And if you're the right woman that he wants, if you're his dream woman, and he wakes up every day with a smile on his face, happy to do whatever you need him to do because he can, not because he can't, but because he can, then everybody wins. Everybody wins. Okay? Imagine the excitement waking up to your dream woman. You can't do nothing but worship her. Imagine the excitement of waking up to your dream provider. You can't wait to get, you're going to be up early like them old people. Uh-oh, Russell in the house again. She should motivate you. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Ooh, I'm finna go shopping now, Russell. Thank you. About to get me some new shoes. No, I need something for my house. Get me a rug or something. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, it's a win-win situation. You wake up to your dream provider and he wakes up to his dream woman. It's a win-win, babe. Mm-hmm. You know what? He knows that I can leave the house in almost anything, and men approach me all the time. He doesn't even want me to go grocery shopping in a green flag way. Okay, wonderful. Order them groceries in. Shoot, I don't like the grocery store either. Just I'm trying to get a gift card. Just go order them groceries, girl. But I feel you. I feel you. He's like, you look too good to be out here by yourself. Okay. You have locks. Does that lower your chance at finding a provider? No, it doesn't. It depends on what type of provider you're looking for. If you got a provider man out there looking for you exactly how you are, put yourself in the environment. I feel like if you're extra feminine as a woman, your natural femininity will shine and attract natural masculinity. Okay. Because some women, when they do certain styles, I feel like there needs to be a strong balance when you do anything. Okay. So if you're not the most feminine of feminine women and you're wearing a certain style that a masculine man may see as more masculine or, whatever, I'm not sure. However y'all style your locks. If you style them like what Haley Bailey and do different styles and change up the color and style, a man might find that very feminine appealing. But if you're wearing them like, some of these ladies that play for the other team, it might be a little bit confusing is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I have made so many honest mistakes about whether a woman is straight or not by her hairstyle. It's just like if you have, one of those ladies that works, as a barista and has like the blue hair, you don't know. It's kind of hard, you don't know. So it just depends on how you carry yourself, the amount of femininity that you exude, and the style that you choose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I swear, I was at a dinner one time with a group of people, and I swear this lady was a lesbian because of her hairstyle, because her and the way she dressed. But then her fiance came in. I was like, wait a minute, because looks are your first impression. So make sure you out there looking super straight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're trying to attract a masculine man, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you record yourself to see your mannerisms and realize how masculine or feminine I come off. Me too, girl. I be looking at my old videos. I'm like, dang, why am I walking like that? I need to slow my roll. And you got to study yourself. Yeah. Because I saw, like, I'll be walking with too much swag sometimes. Like, dang, girl, slow down. Put a twist in it. I be taking myself too seriously sometimes. I'll be walking in there like I actually own the place. Like, hold on, I really don't own this place. Act like I want something out of it. Sometimes your confidence as a woman comes off too bold, and so you got to dial it back. Like, wait a minute, I actually look like I own this place, but I'm trying to get something out of this place. So let me go ahead and tone it down a bit. Instead of walking in there like I'm Beyonce or something. Yeah, sometimes you got to remember what your goals are, where you're at, your environment. It will change everything. Yeah, sometimes you got to change your walk, your smile, your demeanor when you're trying to come off as ultra feminine. When you're coming in there with confidence, power, and presence, yeah, you walk in there like you own the place. But you got to remember why you're there in the first place, you know? It's like, dang, I'm walking in here like I ain't about to give some type of presentation, TED talk or something. Let me calm down. Act like I'm here to get something for free. So you got to be aware of yourself and your motivation and the purpose that you're there, you know. There you go, girl. When you say stop caring, I get it, but I can't do it. That's because you're not understanding that you should be caring about yourself. Think about this. When you care too much for someone that doesn't care about you, you're wasting that care. Understand? You wasting your care. You wasting it. All right. If you are watching a movie and you are watching yourself, caring for a man that don't care about you, what you gonna be saying to yourself on the screen? You know, y'all know how we be talking to the movie screen. What you gonna say to yourself? Girl, he don't like you. Girl, he doesn't care about you. What you doing, girl? You care too much. He wouldn't do that for you. You're gonna be screaming at yourself. Okay? Girl, don't do it. But I love you. You know how it ends. Read the title. Read that. He should worship you. He's supposed to care for you. He's supposed to be saying the same thing you're saying. But he ain't. And why not? Exactly. So stop that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If that man cares for you, he should be what? Worshiping you. Because happy wife, happy life, right? If you're a wife. If you're not even a wife, he should be still trying to make you happy and feel safe and feel guarded and good, which is close enough, you know? You're not supposed to be caring about his feelings, especially when he don't care about yours and can discard you at any given moment. Uh-oh. Thank you. You said 26 dating a 30-year-old entrepreneur tied to wealth circles. Generous, but controlling. Ugh. Wants bill help. Girl, bye. Goodbye. Wants bill help while I make 70K as a therapist. It's time to roll quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. That man is fake rich, trying to assert dominance and control something because he ain't got no money. And he's asking you for money. That's triple heck no. That's triple get out of Dodge, okay? And you're a therapist? What kind of therapist? A dog therapist? Because I know you ain't no therapist sitting there dealing with that. And whoever you therapizing need to come on over here. Because I know you giving them terrible advice. You over there doing all that. They need to be over here sitting down with you. Come on. You better be an animal therapist or something. Physical therapist at least. Okay. Please be a physical therapist and not no real therapist. That's all I ask. Because they be giving, if you in that situation and you a therapist, we got a lot of work to do. You're a feminine woman, but not giving him kisses and intimacy before he invests in me. Is that correct? I need advice. Girl, blow him some kisses. Start telling him about how it feels like to kiss you so he can get there faster. Sure, I'm on a health kick and I don't like eating out at restaurants much. Please give other first date ideas. Okay, ma'am. Shopping. Wine tasting. You could drink wine, spit it out. You can do. Let me see. What else? And you can go golfing. You can go get to the country club if you got a membership. If you ain't got no membership, maybe y'all could go like sailing on a boat or something. Have them rent out a sailboat. Helicopter ride. Concert. Like y'all trying to have extravagant first dates or just a regular first date? Lunch and you just get a salad. I don't know, festivities that are going on in your city, festivals, whatever. I don't know. Make sure he bring his wallet though. Okay. They got like nowadays they have these helicopter rides in the city that are not even that expensive. All you got to do is book them in advance, and they'll like drive you over the city, girl. I mean, fly you over the city. That's fun. You can Instagram it. I don't know. Just leave his face out of it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it depends on what city and if you're comfortable. They have these like rooftop bars and lounges where they have pools. You can go hang out there. There's also some other guys there or some money there too. um, Rooftop lounges, karaoke. That's always fun. I like karaoke. I be having so much fun. What about if you don't drink? Mocktails, water, sparkling water, 0 calorie drinks. You're a private pilot. It's 150 for 30 minutes tour flight for two. Oh, Charlotte Winters. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She said she'll fly around for 150. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I mean, that's an impressive date. Like, men, y'all are listening, Dusties, get your money up. Look into it. See, most men are low effort and they don't even look into good date ideas. They just think everything costs them money and they don't even care to even research anything to see how impressive and interesting they can be as a grown able-bodied man. Some of them do though. Some guys are going to go do the put in the effort and impress a woman so bad that she's going to be dreaming about him in 10 years from now, just from that one day. She's gonna be telling her grandkids, even though if they never even get married. The man that puts in the most effort on a date, even if it don't work out or not, that lady gonna remember that date for the rest of her life. And she gonna be in her old, moo telling her grandkids about some man that took her on a helicopter ride around the city. Oh, it was in 2026, back in the old days before the robots took over. And this man, he got us a helicopter and took us around the city and then took me to dinner and said, order whatever you want. She's gonna be telling them grandkids about that date years and years from now. So, men who make a really good impression on the first date, they're gonna be remembered forever, whether you marry that man or not. Because I still remember good dates. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Believe me, put in effort, man. Put in effort. And let me tell y'all, Dusty, something. Look, y'all trying to get y'all money up. Y'all might still be young. Okay, so we're not gonna be mad at you for being young, but you can use your money more creatively and more strategically. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna help y'all out, Dusties. Dusties, when you get your paycheck, instead of trying to fake what you got, instead of trying to lie, instead of trying to pretend like you're the prize, and this is what you do. You get your money, however much you plan to spend on a date. Let's say you're trying to take a woman to dinner. You got about $200, right? You're going to be dating in your price range, so this is not going to be too bad. So, ladies, remember, he's dating in his price range. So, Dusty, when you get your little $200, instead of taking her to dinner, take her to go shopping. Tell her, say, here you go, $200. Go buy what you want, and take her to a store that she can go crazy in for $200. That's all you got. She will remember you more than some man that took her to some restaurant and chew food across the table from her and then expect, her to like you when free food is everywhere. Right? All women got to do is get on a date now. She could eat $200 worth of food for free any day of the week. So, Dusties, use your money strategically. Don't nobody want no free food when they can get that on dating apps Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? Take it to the store. Tell her to buy what she want. Give her $200. Put it all in ones and trying to look extra. 5 and 1. Dusty love, okay? I mean, if I was young and trying his hardest to impress me and he gave me 200, 500, in cash, or gave me his card or whatever and told me to go shopping, I would be impressed over some free food I can get on a dating app each day, any day of the week. Y'all got to use y'all money more strategically. That way you'll get a feel for what it's to actually have some real money and impress a woman. And once you get that feeling, you're gonna get addicted to it and you're gonna have to go get some real money. You're like, oh my God, I like how this feels. She calls me a sugar daddy, young ones gonna get the feel it. Use your money strategically, Dusties. Stop trying to take these women out to eat all the time. First of all, they gonna try to lose the weight right after they eat anyway. It's going down the toilet. They can anywhere for free any day of the week. Okay, leave that to the old Dusties or the old man. Leave that to Free Food Freddy. Free Food Freddy is a man that will take any woman out to eat, so he ain't got to eat alone. He's willing to spend on free food because he don't want to eat out alone. Dusties, however, young men that ain't got their money up yet, use your money that you do have strategically and take her shopping, whether it's to the grocery store or wherever you can afford, okay? But take her shopping so she can brag on you. Women love to brag on a man. They can't brag on free food. Free food is free. You understand? So I'm trying to help y'all out. You want your woman to feel worshipped? Use your money strategically. And then once you get a taste of how it feels to be a provider, you're going to find out, oh my gosh, I can do this and get more money. I could do more. I could do more. Your ego is going to get boosted. Then you might be able to get better women too. All right. If I was a man, that's what I'd be doing. Look, I'm not finna give this woman no free food. Let's go shopping. You got $500 because that's how much I was finna spend on a date. Gas, food, parking, you know, valet, um, drinks, meal. That's about $500, 300, whatever. Do you know how happy she would be if you gave that to her? Just go shop and hold her hand and look good in public with her, even though you're young. You said they're broke. Well, if you got a credit card, you can pay it at the end of the month. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Use the money strategically so you can feel what it feels like to be a provider. So, because it's good practice, and you feel like what it feels like to be a provider, more money, more opportunities, more ideas, more money making ideas, more money strategies are going to pop in your head. Because once you get a taste of how it feels when a woman sees you as a provider, you're going to want more of that instead of a dusty. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dusty's taking notes now. They writing fast. You said, that's what I was thinking with my last Dusty. Put it on your card. Exactly, girl. They got a whole month to pay that stuff off. And they might find a second stream of income to pay it off faster so they can get back to it. You know? A man who's motivated by the type of woman that they like, you know, they can get more money. That's what we're here for, to motivate them, girl. Okay. You said, so nice of you to help them. I know, I throw them a bone every now and then. Sure, I've been dating him for 3 weeks. He is texting another girl while on a date. I'm sorry, ma'am. Why aren't you texting another man? You should be doing this. With a smirk. As if he sent you a Cash App. Pull your Cash App screen up and look and smile. Make sure he see that green. And smile. While he over there texting women trying to spend money on there, you over there receiving money. So he thinks. Where's your other backup, baby? You met this man online, darling? Did you meet him online? Does he look better than you? What's happening? Sure, what does it mean if you have a mama's boy who pays his mom bills and gets her nails done but won't do that for you and says that he has trust issues? Okay, so what does this man do for you? Because I'm not claiming that, baby. That's going to stay free food Freddy for the longest. I'm not claiming that. I ain't rolling around on the mattress with that either. So what you doing? That's your problem. You did that to yourself. Okay, honestly. How can a man that doesn't spend money on you get you to the mattress is my question. How did that man get you on that mattress, girl? That's my question. How he get you down? How he got you on the mattress if he ain't spending no money? Did you voluntarily lay on the mattress? Why are you on that mattress, ma'am? He ain't spending money. Why are you claiming him as your own when he's not spending money? Why are you giving him a title? Why are you giving him commitment? Why are you doing the most for this man who ain't doing Nathan for you? You know what? Men treat you how you treat yourself. So when you laid down on that mattress without him doing nothing for you or investing in you at all, you told him that you're a free mattress roller. So that's what he thinks you are. That's why he give all his money to his mama. Because he found the perfect situation. I could still give my mama money and still roll on a mattress and still be in a committed relationship with a woman that I do absolutely nothing for. You signed up for that. And now you come to me asking me how to get him to stop spending money on his mama, who don't roll around on the mattress with him, by the way, and get you some money who rolling around for free already. Now, let me ask you a question. If you are used to something for free, And all of a sudden somebody starts charging. Aren't you gonna just be a little bit upset and like, wait a minute, I thought this is usually free. Water is free. Why are you charging me for water now? They're gonna be mad at you because you didn't start off charging for water. Now you go to the restaurants and they be like, water is $5. They people gonna pay it. Why? Because they want it. But if water is always free, they're like, I'm not paying $5 for water because it's free. So you can't ever be free. Uh-oh, CEO blocked you after your boyfriend answered his call. 3 years? What? CEO blocked you after your boyfriend answered his call. Okay. Why are we talking about this for 3 years ago? 3 years from now. It don't matter. What's done is done, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, time to get another one. You're 25. Okay, you're 25. He what? Cheated, is abusive, controlling, gave you $15K, and his income drops significantly. I want out safely and strategically. Okay. Go visit Aunt Ethel, or she's going to have to come visit you. My Aunt Ethel died. I got to get over there so they can read the will and the testament. Get on out of there. Have them move your stuff. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You got an out-of-town funeral to attend. Can't skip that. Now can you? Exit. Hire some movers and packers to go get your stuff. Or take everything you need by saying, oh, I'm giving away some stuff to Goodwill, and slowly move your good stuff out to the storage. Oh, I'm just giving this stuff away to Goodwill. I want to read a house. I'm sick of this furniture. It's disgusting. I want new furniture. I ordered some on Temu. It's on the way. So I got to clear the old stuff out because we're getting ready to get new furniture. I'm buying new furniture. My name is Pygmisha. So pretend like you're finna buy new furniture. Had the old stuff taken out. It's coming tomorrow and be gone. So you got to strategically plan your move out with financial backing. Lie. Say you're giving away stuff to Goodwill. If you're faking illness, they won't even care. They'll be like, they'll be hoping you leave. Okay. So if you fake a little illness, if you fake a terminal illness, girl, they're going to try to pack your stuff for you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, go ahead and start faking it until you make it. Tell them you went to the doctor today and they had bad news for you, girl. Your mama wants you to come stay with her for a little while because she got some type of detox medicine you want to do and some like chants you want to do over here. But you need to learn how to lie real good, and you got to become a good actress. And guess what? If you're ill, he's going to kick you out anyway. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're terminally ill, not even terminally, but possibly terminally ill, you know what I mean? He's not going to want to have anything to do with you no way. You damaged. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All you got to do is with the right scenario, and he will tell you to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. What would it take for that man to leave you? Well, then give him those circumstances, whether they're fake, good old lies. Some devastating news. Yeah, girl, learn how to lie, girl. Because if you don't, you're going to look. You can't play fair in an unfair world. Don't make no good sense. You said, you're encouraging lying. Yes, I am. I'm encouraging lying. You know why? Because lies, truth, are only perspectives and scenarios. Okay? Every time you go outside, every time you look on the TV, most of the stuff you're doing is a lie. So who cares? Get in where you fit in. You look gorgeous as always. Thank you, Jessica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. I'm encouraging lying because men are encouraging patriarchy and control. So lie. Do what you got to do. What do you want me to do? Tell her to tell the truth when men out here can't control themselves? Girl, lie. And if you're saying be truthful, you're dumb. You said lying is a sin. So is being abusive. So is patriarchy. So is emulating a woman by using religion. A lot of stuff is a sin. In fact, sin is a man's creation because before there was a religion, there was no such as sin. There was women, children, women and their children. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I don't know who put that in place. That sounds like a guilt trip to me. Anyway, yeah, there's right and wrong. There's good and bad. There's also gray areas, and there's also truth and lies, and there's also perspectives. So if she needs to lie to get out of there and for her own safety, then it's necessary. If you're worried about going to heaven or hell, you're living for the wrong reason. You need to be worried about doing what you need to do to live your best life. Thank you, only Russian. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only Russian queen. Y'all live life in fear. Oh, I can't lie. I'm going to end up in the fiery pits of hell. Ooh. Girl, sir, I don't even know what you is. But that sound dumb to me if you make every decision based on fear. Sound real dumb. Mm-hmm. You said they lie and cheat. Exactly, girl. If you believe in sin, then all y'all, all most men are gonna be in hell. No, 99.9% of them gonna be down there. All right. All right. What? Do you have advice for college girls? I'm going there next year and I don't want to fall into pick me syndrome. Girl, you better date older men and get their money. You better date several. You better have a roster. Okay? Look, unless you're going to an Ivy League college or dating a young person your own age from old money, you need to be dating several. And you need to protect yourself, and you don't need to be getting pregnant. You need to be dating the older dudes that's not on the campus and the career field that you're trying to get into. You need to be doing that. You need to be dating the younger guys for fun, protecting yourself, and not taking them too seriously, baby. And then you need to be focusing on your stuff and getting your stuff in order. Okay. So by the time you graduate, you got a job lined up, a sugar daddy lined up, an apartment lined up, and you can say hello or goodbye to your little college boyfriend who then probably already moved on, and you'll be good to go, darling. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Better multitask. Yeah. I always encourage women who are in college to date men that are going to be in the profession that you're trying to get into. Hmm. You smart, you gonna know, you know exactly what you're doing. You're gonna be ahead of the game. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yep, yep. You gotta lie sometimes in this world. In fact, you gotta lie more than you tell the truth in this world. That's the type of world we live in. If you trying to play fair in an unfair world, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just being real, and that is actual honesty right there. No one else is gonna tell you that truth. Okay. We live in a world today where you must lie in order to even get to where you need to go and do what you need to do. If you out here telling the truth to everybody, everything, everybody, that's not even smart. Hmm. You said that's a lie. I can tell people that have been Look, I'm just going to be evil with it. Okay, I can tell by people who've been brainwashed by religion so hard from birth. I said from birth, and I can tell them apart from people that are free thinkers with common sense. That's why some women will not deal with religious men, because to them their IQ is very low. Like, if you're an over religious man, I just see your IQ is super low. And I won't respect you because common sense is common. If you're an over religious woman, I just think you've been brainwashed by the patriarchy so hard from birth and religion. I just think you're dumb and feel sorry for you too. I respect people's religion who are religious for spiritual purposes and grounding and community, and they use it strategically for what it's for instead of being brainwashed and thinking things literally, not understanding the environment and the world and the time era that we live in. I respect people's religion who use it for the correct reason, not for the stupid, dumb reasons. Okay. Okay. We are in 2026 and beyond. If your IQ is that low, I don't even want to have nothing to do with you. We don't need to have no conversation because I'm going to be like rolling my eyes the entire time. Okay. So, okay. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men are religious to control women. Exactly. Look, women and children. That's the order. Mm. Can you find a provider in 2 weeks if you go out every day, twice a day? You sure can. I found one. When I was younger, that's how I met my husband. I met him 2 weeks after I left my job. 2 weeks. Took me 2 weeks to find a provider. But I was out every day. Didn't skip no days. Stayed to where I knew. There was people that had a little change or whatever, some money. It don't take that long. It's a numbers game. You got to get out there every day, every day. Look good, look appropriate, be where you need to be at the right times, the right date, every day. It's very possible. And you might get more than one. You got to get out there every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every day. Thank you for your game. Your husband upgraded y'all from an apartment to a house in less than a year. All ladies find you and spread the sprinkle, sprinkle frequency. I know, cup the cakes master. Okay, ma'am. Congratulations. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Date older men. Yeah, that's faster to find a man with more money if they're older than you, of course. Hang out with people, older. Hang out. You're more likely to find a provider if you hang out where older people hang out with money versus young people your age. You ain't gonna find. It's gonna take forever, girl. You get the older guys for real. All right. Women, we are the prize. Yep. And like I said, it's not a war. People always think, oh, you're having a gender war. No, if men were in their masculinity, it would be no war. They would want their woman to be happy because happy wife, happy life. Happy women who are happy with their man ask for way less. Honestly. And happy men who love their women and worship them give them more. It's a win-win for everybody getting what they want. Everybody getting what they want. But see, when you try to marry for the wrong reason, or when you're motivated to be in a relationship for the wrong reason, such as desperation, lust, and all of that crap, you're going to end up with the wrong people who don't like you because you don't like yourself enough to understand what the right combination is. You're just desperate. You're just wanting validation. You're just wanting attention. You're not wanting a provider. You're not wanting a man who worships you. You don't want none of that. You want a man that you got to chase behind and beg and be a pick-me-sha for. Why? Because he don't like you and you like him more. And you just want something that you can't have. You want something that don't want you. You know? Because you lust that person. The idea in your mind of the Disney fairy tale has set in. You think you're supposed to have this handsome prince who looks better than you, that's going to worship you. That don't exist in real life. You got to face reality, girl. You got to go get the beast from Beauty and the Beast and get in that castle, girl. Get in that library, get in that castle. Put that dress on, eat them desserts and foods, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the closest I'm gonna get to it, a Disney fairy tale that's somewhat true. Now, you said you're gonna be judging me. Judging me for what? How good I look? I know that's right. Okay. Men naturally want to be providers too. Exactly. Are you gonna be taking any money? Men want to feel liked. They want to feel needed. They want to feel praised. And the only way a woman gonna do that is if he's providing. They're not gonna praise you for just being there, being useless. Okay, they not gonna brag on you because you such a good dusty. No, you got to do something. You got to be provider. They have nothing to brag on if you're not doing nothing. They can't boost your ego if there ain't nothing to boost it with. Okay? They can't be calling they bed and bragging on you if you ain't doing nothing. You understand? And when you walk up in the room after she's been bragged to everybody and her mama about you, they see you different. You see? Now you walk in as a god or a king versus dusty or a scrub. Okay? Your value goes up as a man if you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing for your woman. Okay? Because she is going to talk. Women talk. She brag on you or complain about you. It's not no in between. Or making excuses for you. And then people judging. Do you understand? So you have a woman. She's talking to people. Understand this, Dusties. That woman is talking to everybody that will listen. And when you walk in a room, everybody done heard the story. And they're looking at you, judging you, shaking their heads, or wishing and hoping to find a man like you. Which one is going to be? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So knowing this information, you got to give a woman something to brag about or stay hid until you got something to offer a woman so she can brag about you. That's literally it. And like I was saying earlier to the Dusties, save your money, stop taking women out to eat and take shopping instead. You get way further in life doing that. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because remember, women can get food anywhere for free every day of the week. Okay. All right. Take her shopping instead. You got $200-$300. Take her shopping instead of taking her to a restaurant. She ain't gonna appreciate no food. She can get food anywhere for free. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Free? Yeah, women eat free every day. It's too easy. If I wanted to eat free right now, I know exactly where to go, who to call, what to post up. I don't care. Like, I can eat free every day of the week if I want to. Like, going on a dinner date, literally, to a lot of women, It's not super impressive. It's just a way to get to know each other and over a meal and stuff like that. I'd rather you take me shopping. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why? Because food is free for women. You said you told this guy men follow their investments. He blocked me. Why are you telling men this? Y'all talking about, you're telling them too much. Y'all, okay, let me tell y'all something, because I got to go in a second. Y'all don't come here. Y'all don't come to my channel and try to get information and use these words to men. Y'all are dumb doing that crap. You're supposed to use the information to get money out of them, not to tell them stuff. Oh, men follow their investment. Okay, shut up. You're not supposed to be telling them that unless you're trying to get rid of them. A lot of this information, y'all are doing too much. Y'all might as well be sitting at the bar. Y'all might as well be sitting at the bar reading this. Y'all might as well be taking this to the bar, taking this to the restaurant bar, and sitting up like this. Y'all might as well do this. This is how stupid some of y'all are. This is so interesting. Somebody got to tell y'all. Somebody got to tell y'all. If you don't have good comebacks, if you don't know how to talk to people, remember, it's better to shut up and say nothing than to sound stupid and give away your game. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm out freestyling. This is what y'all doing. I'm out freestyling. Hopefully someone's going to approach me. That's how dumb y'all look. Stop talking. Next time, don't say nothing, ma'am. Just let them go. Men always want something in return in relationships, but I tell them I don't do physical touch and I'm talking too much still. And you waiting on marriage. What to do to get money? Stop talking. Shut up. That's what you do. You tell them the opposite of what you're telling them now. You tell them the opposite. You know, I love physical touch. Don't mean you're gonna do it with them. I love physical touch when I feel safe, secure, and provided for. Most men know men that women want marriage. You don't even got to say that crap. Leave that out because that's common sense. That means they got to work to impress you for any type of physical touch. Okay? There you go. Stop telling about everybody everything. Most men don't care what you want. They already know you want marriage. Most men assume if you're a woman, you want marriage. You can totally shut up about that. You can say, I only enjoy physical touch when I feel 100% totally safe and secure in my relationship with a man who provides for me. That sounds good, don't it? Then I'm like, hey, I got to work for this. You see? Instead of doing tit for tat and them thinking they want something in exchange, now they have a task. Now they have a quest and a journey. Do you understand? They don't want to go on that quest or that journey, they don't go. No time wasted. You're not going to scare them off by talking about marriage. Because when they get there, then you can tell them at the end of the quest, oh, well, thank you so much for doing all these things for me. Well, now that we're here, we might as well just wait for marriage. Future fake, baby. Future fake them. Get them on the quest. They done already came halfway through. They might as well finish the quest. All right? Don't y'all be mad when y'all go to the movies and they say to be continued? Do the same thing. Stop giving away everything. Stop telling everything in advance. Get them interested, lure them in, get them halfway there, get them to invest and spend. Okay? They like it. They excited. What's happening next? Oh my goodness. They like it. It's a mystery to unfold, not an open audio autobiography. Do you understand? Stop being an open audio autobiography and shut your mouth and put them on a quest. Give them some tasks. Lure them in. Attract, don't chase. Shut up. All right. Who told you that? Nobody had to tell me that. I already did it. Been there, done that. Okay. If you were a man, would you marry? If I were a man, if I was seduced into only wanting to be with this mysterious creature of a woman that I could not conquer, and I had the rest of my life to fulfill that quest, of course I would. But if some woman is just walking up to me and it's like, oh, I want to get married. I don't want that. It's too easy. She begging me. I'd get married if it was intriguing enough. If I were a man, I would get married to a woman if it was intriguing enough and it seemed like a lifelong adventure than some boring routine crap. If it was exciting, that's what they're going to do. If it just seems like boring everyday crap, then they probably don't want to do it. But if it's intriguing, if they don't know what's around the corner, especially if it's the woman that they truly, really like, of course they would marry. But if you over there talking about, my goal is to get married in life, you're not even a person if that's your goal in life is to get married. That's not a person. You have no personality. Where's your personality? Where's your main character energy? Why would somebody want to marry somebody that just want to get married? That don't make no good sense. So the type of woman would have to be extraordinary, an unfolding mystery, versus somebody whose only goal is to get married. Sprinkle. Anyway, have some personality, have some purpose in life. Be an intriguing, unfolding mystery versus an open audiobook, autobiography. All right. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.